comparing a human to God. You're comparing human interactions to God.
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, why would you expect humans to do something differently when relating to what's considered the good action?
We are the creation of God. We are not God Himself.
I never said that we were God Himself, right? But the idea is that why do you expect something different in terms of morality from humans than
Because
you
that's
expect
you
from
just
God in the exact same
didn't you
action?
just say that you believe in an all good being, or there's an all good being?
No, I don't believe that. I believe that that entails contradictions.
But you
We're
just
going
asked
through
me
that right now.
when you were first telling me about God. The first thing that you told me is an all good being. Okay,
All good, all knowing, all
people
powerful. That's like your view, right?
the people that do not deserve to go to heaven will not go to heaven, and the people that do not deserve to go to hell will not go to hell. And if you do go to hell, you might have to go to hell for a little bit, and then you might come out, right? But there's gonna have to be uh disgust that is dealt with this planet, because there's true
Appreciate the title. Thank
disgust
you so much.
in this planet. You get what I'm saying? There's literal true disgust in this planet that will be dealt with. You get what I'm saying? That
Okay,
disgust is
you're
gonna end
you're
up
just
coming.
making the claim, right? I'm asking you, how do you know this to be true? And it seems like you're just making the
True.
claim. It's
That's
something that
that's
you
my
just
experience.
believe.
That's one of my trillion experiences with God out
What
of
do
a
you mean your
zillion.
experiences with God?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? All you're giving me is what do you mean? You keep on asking me what I mean, and I keep on giving you further entails of what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, if you're vague with what you're saying and what you're saying doesn't
You're coming
necessarily
off as
like
vague.
match
Correct.
on to
You're coming
something,
off as
right?
very
Or
vague.
like an
You're coming
argument,
off
I'm
as very
clearly
vague.
going to ask you what you mean. If me asking you what you mean is too much, I don't know what else to say to you.
What is this guy talking about? There's I
Me?
no, but
Me? Like I'm literally just trying to get you to clarify your
you
position.
keep on giving fillers, bro. It's enough fillers. It's enough
What?
fillers. There's right and there's wrong. There's literally right and there's wrong.
Push the hand art.
There's right and there's wrong. Why would you go against basic human knowledge?
What are you
Basic human
talking
knowledge.
about?
But it's not honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel bad for absolutely everybody on this planet, because girls did the worst. Men lost
Push the
completely,
confetti, thank you.
and
All
it's
right,
not
I'm
their
so
fault though.
confused what you're
It's
yapping
not
about,
their
man.
fault though, because the world is completely delusional. The world is completely in
Okay,
delusion.
okay, do you want to like argue with anything I'm saying?
But who brings about spiritual awareness, and who brings
Hey,
about
hey, hey, hey,
the
bro,
feeling of
bro,
good,
bro,
and who brings around
bro. Hey,
relevancy?
hey,
Go
hey.
ahead.
This is not a yapping session, right?
No,
Do you
no,
want to
go ahead.
argue against my
Go ahead.
position?
I
Bro,
already
don't you don't do that
there's
on the
no
live either.
arguing.
That's also TOS, so don't do that.
There's no arguing,
Wait,
bro.
isn't that also considered a sin under your view?
Yes.
Dude, come on.
Did I
Did
claim
you
to be
just
a
promote
prophet?
doing sin on my live?
Did I claim
Under
to
your
be
own view?
did I claim to be a special human being that commits no
No, but you
sin?
just promoted it in front of 3.7 thousand people.
It's all good. This pain is world. You love that.
Dude, what do you mean?
I'm not harming other human
Dude,
beings.
sitting on live in front of 3.7 thousand people is wild under your own view. That's crazy.
It's cool. I mean, you got like it's
No,
not
no, that
you
was
got.
willful though. That was
No,
willful.
no. It's not the fact. It's not the fact that I'm on here, right, and vaping and smoking. It's the fact that you're on here persuading false.
I'm persuading folks? Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what is the
You're
reason
no,
why
no.
I'm persuading
You're
people?
persuading.
I
You're
think it's
persuading
probably
for false
because.
action.
What's
You know what
up?
I'm saying? At least I'm not persuading for false action. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not persuading for false action.
No,
I
no,
think
you're
I'm
good.
persuading people because these arguments that I'm providing
You're
stand
giving
up.
your right. You're giving your right before you give the right of God. What are you talking about?
You don't even know this God to exist yet, right? We're
This
establishing that to
God
be a
one
basis. And the point
trillion
is,
and ten
hold up, hold
percent
up, hold up, man.
exists.
Hold up, chill.
God
The
one
point
hundred
is,
percent
hey, hey,
and
hey,
trillion percent exists.
hey,
I'm
hey.
not gonna lie to you. Wallah.
Yeah, yeah. So again, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying that he exists. I know you're making the claim, but I could say the
Okay.
tooth fairy exists, right? I have to justify
Okay.
that claim, right?
Call out tooth fairy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What is different from the tooth fairy and your God to say that the tooth fairy doesn't exist, but your God does exist? I believe the tooth fairy
You
created the
sound,
world.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yani, you sound retarded. You sound
Oh, okay.
complete.
So you just use slurs. All you have is slurs,
Right.
right? That's all you can go
No,
to?
because I'm saying
That's
you're
unbelievable, bro. We're gonna go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree. We're just looking for some debates. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 100,000 likes. If you want to help get out to more people, everyone share the live. Let's go on to the next person, everyone. Bro is angry. Bro is angry. I can't. Appreciate the hand heart. Thank you so much. Honestly, yo, not the sitting on live. That was wild, chat. That was wild. That was wild, bro. I think that's a first, chat. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
I'm 30.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or
Yeah.
immoral?
Oh. No, I didn't realize you were only requesting
Oh,
people
for
that
sure. I
are
am just looking for some
against it
debates.
before.
Appreciate you
Okay,
coming
sorry,
on.
sorry.
Thank you so much. All right, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree. We're just looking for some debates. Everyone, keep tapping the live. Keep tapping. Let's go to 100,000 likes, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
So I'm 32.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
I think that being gay is. I think that being gay is not. Uh, it's really not something that you are. I think being gay is something that you do.
Okay, okay. Like, was I straight when I was a virgin?
By default, yes.
What do you mean by default? I appreciate the hearts. Thank you so much. Why is straight the default?
So what do you mean? You mean
Wait,
like
why is straight the default?
wait a second, like what do you mean? You mean like if you knew you liked guys and you were straight and you were a virgin, are you still straight?
Yeah, I'm no, I'm. What are you talking about? I'm straight.
I'm trying
I
to
am
figure out
straight,
what.
right? But was I still straight even though I was a virgin? Because you said that being gay, it's about an action,
Yeah, by
right? Okay.
okay,
Without
so
me engaging in any action, was I still straight? Yeah, right?
by
Because it's
default,
about the
yes.
attraction, right?
No, by default,
What do you mean
you
by
are straight
default?
because literally our bodies go hand in hand with heterosexuality,
How do you know?
bruh. Women have vaginas, men have penises. You put those
Okay.
two together, you get reproduction. That is how we were.
But some
That's what
some some
that's what we
individuals can't
evolved
reproduce,
to.
and I mean
That's
the
what
same
that's
thing
what
is
we
like.
evolved to be.
Okay, so is it about reproduction? Do you think that like if you don't engage in intercourse based upon reproduction, then it's wrong?
That's not
Appreciate the
my
convey.
point.
Thank you. So then, what's your point?
My point is, so your question was, if you were a virgin, are you straight? Yeah, you're straight.
Yeah, yeah. So it's about the attraction, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. So being gay is also about the attraction.
Being gay, like I said, I think being gay is not what you are. You get what I'm saying? It's something that you're choosing to do.
Oh, okay. Could you choose to
Something
find
that
me
you're
sexually arousing
choosing
right
to
now?
engage in.
Could you choose to find me sexually attractive right now?
I could choose to, yeah.
You could choose to. Could you choose to find your mother sexually attractive right now?
No, that would be crazy, man.
No. So you can't choose your sexuality. You can't choose what you're attracted to sexually. So if you can't choose to, what makes you think that gay people can? Maybe you're bi. Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you so much. Because I can't choose to find men sexually attractive. Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why is it that there are some guys that they go their whole life straight and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh shit, I just sucked a dick."
Appreciate the cap. Thank you so much. Because they're bi.
You see what I'm saying?
Because they're bi.
No, they went their whole lives
Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you so
straight,
much.
right?
There's suppression of
You
feelings in
don't understand what I'm
society.
saying,
There's
man.
there's something called compulsory heterosexuality. So when someone is bi, right, they're less likely to acknowledge their feelings when it relates to like the
How do
same
you know
sex. I
that?
appreciate the gem gun. Thank you so much. Well, because there's theory about this constructed by people who are gay based upon observing how it is, right, conducting studies, other stuff like that. This isn't something I'm just whipping right out of my ass. This is
Okay,
something that's been
so
classified and talked
cite the
about.
study.
Cite the study? I can send you like research papers on this and stuff, and like people who would like do stuff like that. Would you like that?
I
Appreciate the
mean,
confetti.
like,
Thank you.
I
Or
don't,
can I
I
send that to
don't,
you?
I don't understand how that would be getting studied.
Hmm.
Like that, like I don't, I feel, I don't believe that.
What? I appreciate the sunglasses. Thank you so much. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Appreciate
you're
it.
saying you're just throwing it out there, like, oh yeah, there are theories and studies, but okay, quote me something.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate the sunglasses. Thank you so much. I mean, I can give you stuff. I don't have something to quote off the top of my head. I'll be completely
Right.
honest right
So
now.
so that therefore you don't have an explanation for what you just said.
What do you mean I
You're
don't have an
saying that
explanation?
there
I
are
appreciate the head
studies and
mustache. Thank
stuff
you.
and
Yeah,
theories,
I can
but
I
you
can I
can't
can
even
send you
quote
stuff
me
very
anything from a
clearly.
study.
Yeah, I don't have a quote off the top of my head, but I can send you stuff.
Yeah, the internet is infinite. Anybody can get online and look something up and send somebody something.
Yeah, but
So
I
you're
mean,
making
like
an
this is stuff
argument
that
off
I've.
of
Yeah,
facts that you don't even know because you can't even quote me anything from anything you read.
wait. Just because I can't quote everything particularly doesn't mean that this is like not true, right? It would just mean that I don't have the
It would
ability
just
to be able
mean
to
that you're
appreciate the
basically
feather. Thank you
just
so much.
spewing out words and there with nothing to back it up. You're just
No, I mean I can get it to you, right? I just don't have it off the top of my head. I can give you the thing. Compulsory
I could get it to you
heterosexuality.
too,
I want you
bro.
to I want you to listen. Compulsory heterosexuality is not something very small. It's definitely
Bro,
well
I could
documented.
get it
I
to you
appreciate the chasing the
too.
dream. Thank you so much. Right? I can
I
give it
could
to you
I
right
could get
now.
on the
Literally, it's
internet
right
right
there.
now and pull up
Would you like me to give it to
as
you right now?
much
I
stuff
can
I
literally
would
give it
want
to
to
you.
pull up going against your point.
Give me something. Go for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can get online and look up some stuff that can basically wipe your point out,
Go
just
for it.
like
Go for,
you
wait,
could
wait, wait.
go
Go
look
for it. Go for
online and
it.
find some bogus stuff that you know what I'm saying?
Go
Like,
for it. Wait, wait, wait. Go for it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I mean,
and
I
see,
can.
my thing is,
This is
right,
not something I'm whipping out my ass. I can give you stuff that is related to this, man. Like
and I'm not even saying,
you can just
heterosexuality.
look up
I'm
yourself
not
as
even
well if you'd
saying
like. If you just want to do
homosexuality is
this yourself in
wrong.
the
I'm just
meantime,
saying
if you just
it's
look
not
up.
something you are.
Hey, hey,
You
hey! Just look
are a
up.
man or you are a woman.
Okay, sure, right, but
You
like
get
I
what I'm
can I
saying,
can I
bro?
can tell you what those things mean with like in different contexts with people, but
Come
what
on,
I'm telling you
man.
right now is that I want you to in the meantime you can look up compulsory heterosexuality, right? And it's something that is documented. It's not something I'm just whipping up out of my ass, right? There's like theory that is based in this. You can look at the history behind it, right? Again, you can see that like how it's been influencing society in the past, right? There's lots of documentation about this, right? It's not just something I'm just like randomly throwing up out of nowhere.
Bro, I could whip out my laptop and look up some stuff and say it too, but when you were explaining your point, you were just basically just saying um not random stuff, but
What are you talking about?
it's like it's so in general. You get what I'm saying? I can't really
What are you talking about? It's so in general.
like you just say like blanket statements basically.
Can you explain?
What do you mean can I explain? Do you know what a blanket statement is?
Yeah, my knowledge of what a blanket statement would be is like I appreciate the hand art. Thank you so much. Is some sort of like general claim. Is that what you mean?
Right, a general claim, bro.
So what general claim do you think I made?
Like so like what I'm getting at here is just opinions. You're spewing opinions. Like
Yeah, opinions that have like theory
let's
and
get to the
documentation
snapper
behind it.
facts, bro. Like, let's
Well,
get to
well,
the
you
facts,
understand that clearly in the
bro.
context of a
Let's get to
debate,
the
right?
snapple
There's
facts,
going to be
bro.
some basis of opinion, right?
Bro,
Isn't that what the basis of a debate is? Right?
bro,
But the opinion in this scenario is based upon the facts, right? Do you
bro. If it
understand what I'm
wasn't
saying?
for if it wasn't for heterosexuality, there
Like
wouldn't
what's
be any
documented.
homosexuality.
What's up?
You get what I'm you get are you
Can you
picking
say
up
that
what I'm
again?
putting down, my guy?
No, no, I didn't hear what you just last
Are
said.
you smelling what I'm cooking, my guy?
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Can you explain?
If there wasn't if it wasn't for heterosexuality, homosexuality wouldn't even exist. Why?
So like, you understand that
Come
like
on, bro.
there are. You want to know
Stop
something
the
wild?
cap.
I appreciate the hand art. Thank you so much.
Stop
Right,
the
the
cap.
basis isn't heterosexuality. Right, there were beings that were not heterosexual. Right, actually asexual in terms of reproduction. You understand that, right? So just because you're referring to this in this context,
Dude.
right, doesn't actually imply anything. Right, there could have been a case where there are people, right, that are gay that are produced, right, even though there are asexual beings otherwise, right? That is a possible scenario that could have happened logically speaking, right? But it is the case that in our reality, it did stem from this type of stuff, as there's again reproduction, right? So, but then again, just because it is this way does not mean like it was supposed to be this way in any scenario. That would be implying that this is the only thing that could have happened.
Again, what I'm saying, I'm not saying being gay, or I'm not saying, homosexual or whatever you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. I'm not saying it's right
Yo,
or
Nani, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you
I'm
so
just
much for the
saying
Leon. W Nani in the chat, everyone. I appreciate it.
I'm just saying it's something you do. It's not something you are. Like, why
Okay,
is
so what is wrong with
being
doing
gay
it? What's wrong
wrong?
with engaging in gay
Being
intercourse?
gay, being gay, you're not gay. Gay, that is something that you choose to do.
No, it's
That is
really
what you
not, right?
choose
So
to
again,
do, bro.
wait. Again, you just said that you can't choose your sexuality or your sexual attraction
No,
earlier,
let's get
right?
down
So if you can't choose your sexual attraction, what makes you
we're
think that
talking
gay people
about
can?
biological, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Down
and
to
there's a biological
biology. We're
basis for
talking
being gay as well.
biology, bro. We're not talking, I woke up this morning, now I want to suck a dick. We're talking biology. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what do you mean? And there's biology in terms of the basis of people being gay as well. You understand that, right? Like there are scans of people's brains in which indicate a particular level of attraction, like the part of the brain that goes off in terms of the attraction, right? Whenever like straight men see like women, whenever gay men see men, right, and vice versa, and whatnot relates to women. So like this, like clearly speaking, I think that there is a biological basis for someone seeing attraction, right? They can't just like choose to find attraction for the other side if they don't already have that attraction. The same way that I showed you earlier that you don't have the ability to choose your sexual attraction. So again, if you don't have your ability to choose your sexual attraction, what makes you think that gay people would
You
have
don't
that
have an
capacity?
ability to choose your sexual attraction?
No, you don't either. I just happen to have it. I don't know what you're laughing at. You just said
What?
earlier, you literally conceded to a point earlier that said that you didn't have the ability to.
So if a female has been messing with dudes all her life, then all of a sudden another female rizzes her up. Now she eating pussy. How do you get that? I don't understand. I don't understand, bro.
I'm so confused what you just said that for. A woman
Bro, you're
engaging
not
in
following
oral with
me,
a woman.
bro.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, that was a gibberish sentence. Let's be fucking
A
real. Like,
gibberish okay.
what?
All right,
You just
let
like
me let me let me
you're
let me
literally
break it
just
down
trying
for
to
you, bro.
imply that like that in that
Let me
scenario,
break
right?
it
They
down
just
for you,
decided to
bro.
choose otherwise. That person would be bi if they find it. Oh, they just got removed for community guidelines. That person would be bi, right? If they find attraction towards both men and women, right? That sounds like it's bisexuality. I don't know, right? Just because there are people that are bi doesn't mean, I mean, that they chose it, right? It just means that they happen to have a desire for both men and women. I don't know what they're saying, but we're going to go to the next person. If you like the content, follow me if you're ready. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 250,000 likes. We're going to go into the next person. Only send a guest request if you do disagree, everyone. Oh my God, my voice just like randomly did that. We're going to go into the next person. Again, only send a guest request if you disagree, y'all. For some reason, it's not accepting this person. All right, let's go to the next person. Again, everyone, only send a guest request if you disagree. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Thank you for the
Hi,
hand, I
Parker.
appreciate it. How
How
old?
are you? I'm a bit shy to be here. Sorry. I don't know. Like, I
How
get
old are you?
it. I'm 25. I'm
For
older.
sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
I'm actually, I agree, I disagree with the guy who was on. I just wanted to tell him something. Am I allowed to?
Oh, I am just looking for people who disagree, but I do appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Okay,
I am just looking
no
for
worries.
debates. Appreciate it. All right, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. We're gonna go on to the next person again. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 250,000 likes, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah, I most definitely believe that it is wrong in certain cases, yes, sir.
For sure. Why so?
Well, multiple reasons. I mean, every time I'm just gonna point something out real quick. Every time like come on here and see your live, I see that like a lot of people get community guideline and blocked and stuff. So I'm not trying to like get banned or blocked or anything. I don't know how that works, but I do believe that it is wrong. Just because like I guess what you would say like biology wise, can't reproduce, and a lot of like SCs are passed through that way. And I see a lot of
So
people.
can we reference these particularly?
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I sit on here sometimes even up to like an hour and watch all of these debates on all of your points, and you bring up a lot of like scientific things that like make sense. Yeah, I mean, a lot of things make sense, but it's just I don't know. You don't believe in God, Jesus, and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to argue about those things because we don't really
So
see.
is your view grounded in God or is it grounded in
No, it's
the
both, bro.
SCD and the?
It's
Okay, we
both
can talk about
science.
those then. Heather, thank you for
It's
the Venmo. I appreciate it, by the way. So like when we relate to this, first off, you said STDs. There are STDs that are more prevalent and spread amongst the gay community, and there are specific STDs that are more prevalent and spread amongst the straight community. I appreciate Sophie. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much. So I don't think that's going to be a basis for describing, right, whether or not it matters for one, because then we can just pick a particular STD and then it would matter more for straight people. I appreciate the handarts. Thank you so much. And then if you want to talk about reproduction, is it wrong for me to engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile?
no, but that's the thing is when a woman is infertile, that's usually because something happened throughout that woman's life and made her infertile, not because she chooses to be gay and possibly can't
So in this
reproduce.
scenario, it's about my choice. I'm a fertile man. I can choose to be with someone else who's fertile, but in this scenario, I chose to be with someone who's infertile. Is that wrong?
No, it's not wrong.
So that action was sexual intercourse that does not lead to reproduction. So why is it wrong for two gay people to engage in sexual intercourse if they're adults and consenting?
Because you can't reproduce. It's not possible. When a
But
woman
neither in the
cannot
scenario with the man
but
and the
you're
infertile
not listening
woman.
to me, Parker. When a woman cannot reproduce, it is for a reason, right? Like something happened in their life. There's like maybe a bad car accident or something organ wise. Most of the stories I hear about is usually because of that. Certain things like polycystic ovarian syndrome. A lot of girls have that. It's very hard to have babies.
I'm
Is
gonna be
that
totally real
wrong?
with you. I mean, okay. I don't know why this is relevant, right? I actually have a particular analogy that specifically is like
But no,
I'm
I don't understand.
fertile.
I'm
I
trying to
could
get to
be with
that point.
someone else who's fertile, right? But I chose to be with this individual who's infertile, knowing that the intercourse that we engage in is not going to lead to reproduction, regardless of how that person is infertile. Appreciate the hat and mustache. Thank you so much. The analogy is still the same.
Yes, I understand that. But I'm saying a woman does not have a choice to not I mean, unless you obviously when you get older, you get your stuff taken out. But I'm saying a woman does not have a choice to like reproduce. Men obviously have that choice, or doesn't. You know what I mean? I'm trying to spit this shit out. Honestly, bro, I
What are
don't
you
even.
talking about, bro?
Hold
I'm
on,
so
let me
confused.
just take a breath because honestly, I didn't even realize I was even gonna get on this live. I wasn't even ready, bro.
Like
So
what are you
my
saying,
point is,
bro?
hold on, let me just spit this out. I'm trying to get a clear thought about this. So when women cannot reproduce, okay, it's usually because something happened in their life, right? Men do not have that. Men come on this planet not being able to reproduce because God made that possible.
Wait, I mean the same thing can be true with women. Some women are born infertile as well.
Dog.
What are you
But it's
talking about, bro?
it's
What are you
because they
talking
have no
about, dude? And
organs.
again,
It's because they
how
have no.
someone, hold up, I want you to listen for a second. How someone's infertile has nothing to do with the analogy, right? We're just talking
Yes,
about the
it
individual
does.
being infertile, right? Okay, if someone is older, let's just talk about someone being older and they don't have the ability to reproduce anymore, right?
That has, but we're
They're
not
like 80
talking
years
about no.
old, they can't reproduce anymore. If I engage in intercourse with them, is it wrong?
No, but
No, no, okay. Again,
you're
in that
not getting my
scenario,
you're not getting my point
the
though, bro.
sexual intercourse didn't lead to reproduction, and you didn't consider it to be wrong. But in the scenario in which two gay people engage in intercourse, you said that intercourse is wrong because it doesn't lead to reproduction. So if both of them don't lead to reproduction, right? Why do you consider one to be wrong and not the other?
Because God, specifically God, the one that made us beings all, the one that made you speaking here, talking to me, okay? He created men to not be able to reproduce, okay?
Okay, so that's exactly
God
what I was saying
created, okay,
earlier.
hold on, hold
It's
on,
not
hold
about
on. God,
STDs, it's not about reproduction, it's about God, okay? So if it's about God, how do you know that God exists to imply
okay,
here
oh,
that being
dang, I
gay is
forget.
immoral
Dang, I
because God
forget.
exists?
I forget. You're on here about that God stuff too, trying to
Yeah, I
prove
am, clearly.
us us Christians wrong. Okay. I get it. Look, really, I'm not even supposed to be on here. Like, as a Christian, you're not supposed to judge people, honestly, bro. So
Then why are you
I
saying it's
like,
wrong? That's judging. And
I
by the way,
understand
you
that's the
can
thing,
pass righteous judgment under your
but
own view.
sin
But
is around the world, and like, obviously, you forget things, and God forgives and forgets things. But the thing is, you're supposed to forgive others and stuff
wait,
like that. And
would
anything,
God
hold on, hold
forgive
on,
and
hold on,
forget like
hold on.
Schmittler? Wait, I appreciate the
Let
head
me
mustache.
just
Thank you so much.
let me.
Would God forgive and forget Schindler causing the Holocaust?
Yeah, I believe God will forgive and forgive anybody, even including the uncle that murdered my grandpa's best friend. I don't love him like him at all. He's supposed to be part of my family member, or family, but and he's a family member, but that doesn't mean that has nothing to do with me. That's people's relationship with God. That is why it has nothing to do with me. My whole point about this, bro, is God sent men here to not be able to reproduce. Okay? God sent women here to be able to. Yes, I understand God does not let that stuff happen. He does not let certain women reproduce because of certain things that happen in their life or because they make the choice to get their things taken out later because they don't want to have babies. There's multiple things around the world that points that sex is bad no matter if you're doing it protected, not protected, gay, not gay. It's a sin, just like everything else in the Bible says. That when
Sex is a sin in general.
no, not in general. Like if you're doing it the right way and you're married and things are supposed to be the right way. I obviously didn't. I mean, I have a baby and I love him to
Okay,
death.
okay. So
But
I'm asking why God exists. Like I ask you to justify God exists, and you're yapping about like some interpersonal relations. I'm asking like what
I said
particularly
yapping.
tells you that God exists.
It, dude, I don't know, dude. Just look around, bro. I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know, dog. You have you have one planet. How do we not have other humans from other Earths or other planets and other shit like that? Like, how are we the only ones? You ever
You
think
know,
about
there's
that?
lots of space in between, right? There are actually many
Bro,
ways in which you could
Parker,
explain
for real,
this
for
because
real.
there are
Like
different types
I
of
know you sit there,
civilizations. Hold up, there are
Parker.
different
I
types
know
of
you sit there,
civilizations,
dog.
right? And there are theories
Think
that could
about this stuff.
describe why different types of beings might not have been able to get to that stage in terms of getting to us, right? Or it is the case that maybe that already is the case and we just don't know.
Jeez,
So
bro.
there are many things that could possibly explain this. Just because we don't have an explanation for this doesn't imply there's any type of God.
Dog, I really was not even ready for this live. I ain't gonna lie. This is crazy. I'm even on here. Okay. Look, God exists for multiple reasons, bro. Around the world, there's so many. Like, I personally do not keep this information in my notes to be able to be like, yo, Parker, this, that, But
I would
I
hope
can
you'd
say
keep it in
I've
your
seen
head.
a lot of things throughout the time that I have graduated high school, read different articles, have seen different things, and the feelings compared to any other religion slash I don't know, thinking scientific belief because I love science. I do, bro. That was my favorite subject in school. And I believe in science and I also believe in God. I believe in both. And someone can't tell me that you can't believe in both, which you can, because
Yeah. So I'm asking, what's the justification for God? You just feel he exists, personal experience?
no, I'm getting to that point. In history, there's things that point and show. Like this afternoon, I just watched this video of the cloth that was wrapped around Jesus. It's a picture, and it's not really an actual picture. It was just the cloth looks to be his facial, like, um, like his facial expression when he had passed and resurrected from the 7 days, or the 3 days. And the whole point, bro, is like the ark, that thing I just told you, things around the world that just point and have
Are you talking about the Shroud of Turin?
what?
Are you talking about the Shroud of Turin? Or are you talking about Cheez-Its? Like a Cheez-It looked like Jesus? Jesus?
Jesus. I'm talking, bro, come on. I feel like you just get on here and you just disrespect anybody that comes on here and you just, like,
I
do you
actually
have a
don't know how
degree
I'm
in something?
disrespecting you right now. I'm literally so confused, dude. I actually literally thought that's what you were referencing.
People get on here and are so, like, filthily, like, hateful towards gay people, and that's not me at all. Like, bro, I have so many, like, my uncle's gay, and my mom used to be gay. She's, like, I guess
Oh,
you could say you can't
used to
be
be?
used to be. Yeah, that's the thing. People always like that. Like, bruh, my mom's not both ways anymore. The whole point is like my mom is strictly with a guy, not girls and guys anymore.
That doesn't mean that she used to be gay. She's probably bi.
Dude, come on. That doesn't make any sense what you just said. Are you serious? Like that
That doesn't make any sense?
none of this
Really?
stuff that you're even
Really?
talking
Really?
about
Really?
even
That makes no
makes no
sense?
sense. Yes,
Chris,
that's
Chris,
possible,
what
Parker.
reality,
That's
Chris,
possible.
what
If you do
reality are
not
you
date,
living in, Chris?
listen, dog, if you do not date women anymore and you used to be attracted to women and you're a woman
No,
and
wait, you
you
still are attracted to women, right? If you're in that scenario. You don't just like cease to be attracted to people. Like when you marry someone, do you cease to being attracted to other women?
what?
When you marry someone, do you cease to be attracted to other women?
I mean, you would look at your spouse a little bit more attractively than
But do
someone
you
that
cease to be attracted?
what do you I don't get that, dog.
Do
Like,
you know a celebrity that's attractive?
I mean, of course, I think
Name
everyone
one.
does.
Name one.
I'm not doing that. Not on
No,
this,
just
not on
name one.
live,
Just name
bro. I
one.
don't like that. No.
You can't name a single attractive celebrity?
Because I'm not doing all that. I don't,
Just name one. I'm asking you just to name one.
no.
Come on, bro. What?
Look, my,
What is going on? Chris, are you there, bro?
yeah, bro.
You just cut out. Can you not name one? Come on, one. Just give us one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Oh, my,
Oh, tornado is going through a city, chat. Oh, actually, wait now. It might have been the Rapture, chat.
the
Oh,
rap.
his account just got raptured, I think. Well, I think he got banana, chat. Like you look at his account just went
No.
user. So I'm gonna kick him out. I'm gonna kick him out, and we're gonna go to the next person. If you disagree, send a guest request right now. Tap that screen, everyone. His account got raptured, chat. And that was rough. That hasn't happened in a long time. Damn, that was rough, dude. That's so tough. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
I'm 33.
Yeah, do you think that being gay is wrong or
Hello?
immoral?
What?
Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's moral.
You don't think it's wrong? All right, I'm just looking for people who disagree. Appreciate you coming on, though. All right, we're going to go to the next person. Only send a guest request. If you disagree, we're just looking for some debates, everyone. You already know the deal. Obviously, I did not kick him. Yo, what's up? I mean, not like he got banned. Yo, what's up? How old are you? I can't like ban him. That's not how it works. What is raptured? Oh, I'm trolling.
What's
How
up,
old are
dude?
you?
I'm 20.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or moral?
Um, yeah, so I'm a straight Christian. I grew up Christian. Granted, I've never read the Bible from front to back. But I think that when the world was made, it was made with Adam and Eve, and obviously that's how people reproduce.
So how do you know that God exists in order to imply here that being gay is wrong because God exists?
Well, I can't really say any specific reasons why he exists. It's more of opinionated. I'll be at my lowest point. I pray to God, and things only he can fix, they end up better than expected.
Are you driving, by the way?
Yeah, I'm on my way to work.
I gotta go on to the next person. TikTok TOS, everyone. You can't drive while on the live. You can't drive while on the live. Let me go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you think that being gay is wrong or immoral, y'all. All right. Give it a second, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
24.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
I personally don't think it's wrong, but I think I can explain why society would say it's wrong.
I am just looking for people who disagree. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. We're going to go on to the next person. Only send a guest request. If you disagree, everyone, keep tapping that screen. Let's try to get to 500,000 likes. If you want to help get out to more people, share the live, everyone. Let's try to get to 500 shares, y'all. It will help get it out to more people. We've been on for 40 minutes or so. So, again, if you want to help get it out to more people, you can tap the screen, share the live. We're going to be on for a long time, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay. For some reason, it's not going to that person. We're going to go into the next. If you do send a guest request right now, I might be able to get to your words. If you send one later, I probably won't, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, bro? I'm 22.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah, man, I think it's wrong, but not for the reason most people do. I just think health-wise, I think the stats show it affects men more. Like you can get more diseases, you can affect your area down there more, and it's just not good for you in the long run. I think it's more of a risk. So that's probably the only reason I would say it's wrong.
Yeah. So do you think gay intercourse between two men is better using a condom than straight intercourse between a man and a woman?
So you're saying like both without the protection?
Yeah, one without protection, the other one is with protection. The gay intercourse is with protection, and the other one is the straight intercourse is not with protection.
The same risks are there. They're just different diseases, you know. But I feel like the ones that men
The
catch,
same risks?
like you know, you can still get
Clearly,
an
one is
STD.
at more risk than the other one because one is using a condom, the other's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said both not using it. I apologize.
No,
But,
no,
no.
I'm referencing the gay individual is using a condom and the straight individual is not using a condom. Is it wrong? Is it worse for people to engage in gay intercourse in that scenario?
Yeah, for sure. Just because I think you can die more off of it being with another man. I'm pretty sure.
Can
Like
you
that's
can
the
you,
more
can you
deadly
give me any
disease.
evidence of that?
Well, AIDS is a very deadly disease.
You can also get that when you're straight. You'd be at a higher rate if you're not using a condom compared to
Oh
someone
yeah,
who's
for
using
sure.
a
I'm not
condom who's
disagreeing
gay.
with that.
So again, if you said that it was worse for the individuals who are gay here, right, they would be at a statistically lower rate of getting any type of STD or anything like that. Right. So
There's a
it's not
higher
off the
death
basis
rate
of
for gay
STDs,
individuals, though.
right? It's off the basis of the fact that they're engaging in gay intercourse. So what's particularly wrong about gay intercourse that means that, right, or what's particularly wrong about gay intercourse?
Just because there's a higher death rate with gay individuals compared to straight individuals.
Can you justify that to me?
I mean, I kind of just did. I mean,
You
it's
just
more of a
referred to that
deadly
one
risk.
STD. If I refer to the STD, you're at a higher rate of getting it when it relates to the straight intercourse. Appreciate the hat mustache. Thank you so much.
It's all
'Cause
good,
again,
bro.
remember
I just wanted to get that point out there.
So are you going to respond to my point? Again, even in the scenario where they're at a statistically lower rate of getting an STD, you still said it was worse. So you don't care about the rate of STD.
I mean, I care about it, but what can I really do? I mean, it's not wrong.
Well, then why would you contradict yourself there then? Appreciate the
I'm not,
Galaxy. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
contradicting myself.
You
I'm
did,
just,
absolutely.
all right.
You said that it matters more based upon this reason, and that's like all encompassing, right? But then when I applied it to a particular scenario, it doesn't actually apply.
I don't know. Maybe that scenario is just not the most common scenario going on right now.
That doesn't matter how common it is. It still shows the issue.
All right. It's all good, bro. I wasn't coming to do all that.
To debate on a debate platform?
Nope, it's all good, bro.
I'm so confused, chat. Like the people who I didn't mean to come up to debate on a debate platform, I'm confused. I don't know what they were thinking. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 500,000 likes, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah, do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah,
Why
I
so?
do. I believe the whole narrative that people don't have a choice is wrong. And the whole fact that, people keep throwing out hypotheses and using them for facts that's wrong as well. Like, I've seen it with a few users that just throw it out there and saying, "Oh yeah, it's science. It's been proven." Well, it's actually been disproven by the second largest GWAS, genome-wide association study conducted and funded by the National Science Institute in 2019. And they studied on over 500,000 people, and they found that there are 5 genes that do deal with sex, but not one of them can associate an identity. Like, and
Wait, you're talking about identity? I thought we were talking about in terms of sexuality.
no,
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
confused.
saying, I feel that, because people are saying, "Oh, it's in our genes. We don't have a
No,
choice to be gay."
I can send you. I have an entire bibliography with sources that relate to this that can show you that there are genes that are associated with predispositions towards being gay and being straight. There's not one straight gene or one gay gene, but there are particular genes or things within the genome that lead towards like a greater likelihood of this being the case, right? So it still plays a role, right? It's not like at all relevant. Or, I mean, not relevant. So
I
I don't know
feel
how
like
you're
it's
talking
just
about it.
more environment that plays the role in determining, like, somebody's sexual preference. Honestly, it's like
Okay.
I'm
So here, and then again, do you choose your environment? So it's still
obviously
not a
not.
choice, even under your view. Even if you
You're
consider it
dealt the cards you're
environmental,
given.
which the study does not. That's your opinion. The study does not like include that it's environmental there, right? But like, even if it were to be environmental, that doesn't mean that it's a choice, right? That would actually indicate here that it's not a choice because you don't choose your environment. So I don't know what your reference is there to say that it's a choice.
No, I'm just saying that it's yeah.
Oh, he just got community guideline. Yo, today is going wild with the TikTok guidelines. Chat, I don't know what's going on today. I really have no clue. That's a lot today. Why is it going so quick, chat? What's going on? I'm so confused. All right, we're going to keep going, everyone. Keep tapping that screen. Let's try to get to 500,000 likes. If you want to help get out to more people, tap the screen or share the live, everyone. It'll help get out to more people. I swear I'm not kicking people off. I promise. Like, if you've been on my live, I never do. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 28.
Yeah, do you think that being gay is wrong or moral?
I do think it's wrong.
Why so?
Well, there's a lot of things that come from it. There's STDs that are spread because of it. Um, there's that. There's the fact that when you partake in the can you tell me what I can and cannot say? Can you spell it out for me? Because I don't want to get kicked because I say something that I don't know I can't say. Like as
You
far as I
can
think
say slurs on my live. And
no, no, no,
then
not like that. Like I think there are certain words like I can't say GAY or something like that, or else I'll get kicked or no.
I don't know what you're
Am I
talking about
allowed?
that. But like here, let me respond to the STDs point. So when it relates to STDs, actually, first of all, Travis, thank you for the Venmo, and also thank you, Jenna. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, y'all. So when it relates to STDs, there are particular STDs that are more likely to be spread when it relates to gay individuals, but there are other STDs that are more likely to be spread when it relates to straight individuals. So I don't think that's going to be a very good basis for saying that, like, it's going to be wrong for people to engage in gay intercourse because there are particular STDs that are more likely to exist within straight people as well. Secondly, when it relates to condom usage, if gay people use a condom, right, in terms of engaging in intercourse and straight people don't, straight people would be at a significantly greater likelihood of getting an STD. In that circumstance, would the gay intercourse be better to engage in than that straight intercourse?
Are you asking me would it be better to engage
Yeah.
in? Oh, absolutely not. I mean, no,
So
not at
it's not
all.
about STDs.
Well, that's my take on it. That yes, it is about that. And then my second take on it would
No,
be
it's not because in that scenario you would have applied it. In that scenario, there's a greater risk of getting STDs when it relates to the straight intercourse. Yet you said it was preferable to engage in the straight intercourse.
I would say that's my, and then my second outlook was as far as like doing it. It's just Like you're not supposed to, penetrate somebody in that area. There's a lot of things that can happen when you do that to someone. You can give them rectal tears and stuff like that. You could obtain, things like, hemorrhoids and things like this, and so there's a lot of complications that come with it, indulging in something like
You
that.
can get that from straight intercourse, and you can also get that from pregnancy and stuff like that, right? I don't know what
Right,
you're talking about.
I get what you're saying, but you're talking about you can get it in pregnancy. It's like, well, what else is going to happen? It's like you're having a baby. You see what I'm saying? Like there's you know what? I think that's where I'm biased because I also think it's wrong because it's against, my religion, which is Christianity. So it's immoral
Oh,
and
there we
wrong in
go.
my
That's the
opinion.
basis. So it's not about the reproduction. It's not about the STDs. It's about the religion. So how do we know that your religion is true to then describe that being gay is wrong because your religion is true?
That's the thing. It would be based off my faith. I can't
Okay.
give you a scientific reason. I can't give you, I could just give you scripture and things of that nature where it says, "Hey, don't do this." Um, but I've experienced interactions with, like, people in the gay community. I have nothing against them. I just believe
Wait
that
here, but
there's
before we
certain
do, I want
things.
to I want to reference this because you're relating to the justification. If you just base it
Yeah,
upon faith, what would differentiate that view from my faith that say that the universe was created by Ben 10 slamming his omnitrix and it created the universe, and Ben 10's actually
right,
the creator of the universe, and I
right.
have faith in
So
that. Is that just as
correct.
justified as your worldview? And thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate the Venmo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to explain it based off of, like, for instance, people say like Christianity is a theory, and correct, it's a faith theory. It's my belief and my spirituality. And if for you to ask, hey, would my theory and my belief in something be any less? According to you, no. According to me, yes. But once again, I can't control your reality and what you believe in.
No, no, no. I'm
So yeah,
saying no. I'm not saying you can control. I'm saying is this just as justified under your worldview as your view?
oh no,
No, if it's
no.
not,
For you
what's the
to
distinction?
um yeah, you're gonna have to make me understand what's the distinction between what you just said you might believe in and what I believe in.
Yeah, what I just said is what you could believe in. I believe that the universe was created by Ben 10 slamming an Omnitrix, and Ben 10 is actually the creator of the universe, right?
Well,
So is
the
is that
distinct.
is my
Okay.
faith in that just as justified as your faith in your Christian God?
Yeah. So when it comes to beliefs and faiths, yeah, yeah. One who does believe in a certain guideline, a certain moral code, yes, I would look at you and say you're wrong. That's not correct. This is what I believe in. So therefore, I would be looking at you and saying that's wrong. That's why I would look at people and they ask me, "Hey, is gay a sin? Do you believe gay is not right?" And I would say, "Yes, that's what I believe in." So it has to do with belief and faith and you know just things of that nature. For someone, what I do think is also wrong is if someone, well, that's not part of the topic, so I won't say that. But yeah, so it's based off my faith and what I believe is wrong and things like that. I don't believe someone should be treated differently. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
believe someone
asking. I'm
should be
asking
hurt.
what. Hey, man, I'm asking a very specific question. And Lawson, thank you so
Uh-huh.
much for the Venmo as well. I'm asking
hmm
what specifically differentiates your view from this view. That means that your view is more justified than that view.
The distinction would be that that's just blatantly what I believe, and that
And
being
this would be
it's
blatantly what I believe.
correct. And see, that's where we would disagree. We would we
Yeah,
would
but
dis,
what
we would
makes
agree to
yours better than
disagree.
mine?
What makes mine better than yours is my belief that it's better. I can't
My
give
belief
you a
is better than
factual
yours
statement.
then, right?
See,
Just
and
because
there
it's
we
my
go.
belief. Okay, so
There
you
we
understand that
go.
that's not actually, so there's nothing, there's no difference in terms of the justification. So if there's no difference in terms of the justification, right, who's to say why we should accept your particular view rather than any of the infinite possible things you could have faith in? Because there's no standard for which faith will dispute a particular claim. I could have a belief that, right, and a God that sends all people who believe in religions to hell and all people who do not believe in a religion to heaven, right? I could have that
That's
belief,
yeah,
right? And
one
that's
thousand
just as
percent.
justified as your worldview. I could have a belief that when I die, I'm going to be a Pokemon master and I'm going to be going to win all the gym badges, beat the Elite Four, right? Be the champion of the region, right? In
hmm
Pokemon, right? And that's just as justified as your worldview, right? It's just based upon faith. There's no standard to confirm or disconfirm a claim. I'm not just saying these. I'm trying to make fun of people. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to make fun of someone. I'm saying
I believe you. No,
these
you're
are the
sincere.
absurdities of holding to a standard in which you have no way to say that I don't believe this claim, because all it is just I chose to believe this, and you could choose to have believed in Pokemon, or choose to believe in Ben
You're
10,
correct.
or
It
choose
is
to
a
believe in the
choice.
Tooth Fairy or the Santa Claus or any of these things creating the universe. And I fundamentally don't think, I appreciate the handout, thank you so much. I don't think that is a rational standard to use, right, in society.
Well, and so I understand what you're saying, that my belief and my standard shouldn't be held higher than anyone else's, because if they choose to feel that way or believe in something, that's their right. I understand exactly what
No,
you're
it's
saying.
just as much as what you're doing. That's why we require evidence to justify positions, not just our feelings. Because, like, I could feel
Right.
like anything is true.
When you say evidence, evidence meaning what? Like I have to have like a scientific reason, or like, something that you would hold with value besides me saying, hey, I just simply believe in this way. I believe this way on this matter.
Like a rational argument, right? A rational argument would be like something that I would relate to here. Jamie, thank
Yeah.
you so much for the Venmo as well. I appreciate it.
Well, then I would go along to say my rebuttal to that would be, it's just not natural. Like it's not how life goes on. Like life doesn't go on, as far as like, the circle is concerned, with gay. It just doesn't. Life
Okay,
doesn't
so if you're
go
relating
on.
to life,
I
okay, so is
believe.
it wrong for me to engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile?
Well, see, you're using this example, and this example, I looked up that statistic. It's around like only concerning women. I believe out of the population, it's like 17.2% of total, and I think it was only the
In the
United
overall
States. Excuse.
population, that's a huge percent.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that the other percent that it's not, we get, me and you were born, so it's kind of like you're using a small percentage
I'm not
to
using a
do the
small
whole thing.
percentage. This is not a small percentage, right? There's more people that are in this community than people that share my eye color.
Right.
That's fucking wild. Okay, like I don't know why that would be relevant. Okay, so my point here would be that if I engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile, is it wrong for me to do so? Because again, I could have engaged in intercourse with a woman who's fertile.
Simply, the answer would be no. But to say that because a woman's infertile and I'm saying that gay intercourse is wrong, it just doesn't. You see what I'm saying? You're using that based off of me saying life doesn't go on and having a child. You're basing it off of having children, and you see what I'm saying? I know I said it's based for like life doesn't keep going, but I feel like you're comparing night and day on that. I don't. I'm trying to figure out a way
Well,
to
then what would be the
say it.
reason why it's considered night and day then?
Night and day pertaining to, it's not natural, man. It's not
What does
natural
natural
to
mean?
say. Natural meaning is that, natural meaning in this case, that for
Yo, everyone is getting violations for the community guidelines today. This is wild, chat. I actually like it's literally everyone. What do we? I don't honestly don't know what to do. This is way more than normal. This is way more than normal. T Zippy, I appreciate the Venmo. Thank you so much. Debate you on abortion being allowed in the first trimester. Yeah, when I do that topic again, you definitely can, man. Let me go on to the next person. Again, if you like the content, make sure to follow me if you haven't already, everyone. We're going to go on to the next person real quick. Only send a guest request if you disagree, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 22.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Nah, I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to say hi and say I appreciate what you're doing.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Have
Have
a
a
good
good
one.
day. All right, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree, everyone. Live stream on YouTube. We wouldn't be able to send out to people. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Yeah, do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Having gay sex is wrong.
Why?
Because having sex before marriage and having sex with another man is wrong according to the Bible.
Okay, so how do you know the Bible is accurate in describing to us what's right and wrong?
You don't need to be married to have purpose. Jesus wasn't married. He had a great purpose.
How do you know the Bible is accurate in describing to us what's right and wrong?
written by eyewitnesses that
What'd you say?
Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are written by eyewitnesses.
Well, we actually don't even know what some of those writers actually who they were, right? Secondly, some of this information is passed down word of mouth, right? After, right? We don't have like the original transcripts of these. Like next, right? When you relate to eyewitnesses, right? I don't know what you're referencing. Can you please give me any type of evidence to believe that?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, it's not a debate if the Bible's accurate or not, because even if it is wrong, if everybody in the world, including gay people, followed the Bible, everyone's life will be better.
Okay, so like I don't think that us following the Bible would make our lives better. I think that gay people's lives would be worse if they followed the Bible, because it relates to something that makes them suppress a part of themselves that there's no reason to suppress.
No, a lot of gay people feel like they have no purpose, but if they give it to God, God will give them a purpose.
God, can you give me any evidence that God exists?
You don't need to be married to have a purpose.
Can you give me any evidence that God exists?
It just, if you believe God exists, then your own reality exists. If you don't believe he exists,
if I believe the tooth fairy exists in my own reality, does the tooth fairy exist?
No, because that's different.
Wait, why is that different?
It's very different.
And why?
Because we made that up. God made us.
We made up God too.
No, we didn't.
We did.
Yeah, we didn't.
We actually did.
Who made up God then, and how is he this smart?
Different religions, right? Those are the different depictions of God. Those are different creations of God. They really actually are.
Well, if you really take Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, it's all the same with little turnoffs. They turned in different parts.
They're not little turnoffs. There are contradictions between the religions.
Exactly, but that's all. They all start from Prophet Abraham.
So I don't even think that's relevant. Sure, right? They have like similar characteristics, right? But I don't think that describes anything. I don't think that makes it true, right? There are similar characteristics within Hinduism, within particular respects, as they're like monotheistic in some aspects. There are other religions that hold monotheistic notions of God.
Well, this is
did you know that?
No, but it's off topic.
No,
okay. Conversation of his gay being wrong.
Well, no, your justification for why being gay is wrong is that God exists, but you have no justification for God existing, so it's the same thing as me believing in the tooth fairy. It ultimately is. If it's just a choice in terms of what I believe in, there's nothing distinguishing you believing in God from me believing in the tooth fairy, Ben 10, Pokemon, anything that I decide to believe in. Big Time Rush could have created the universe.
No, because once you believe that God exists, you'll see him in your life. It's hard to explain to someone who doesn't believe God exists. You won't never see him in your life because you don't believe. I used to
believe for years. What are you talking about?
Did you seek?
Yes, absolutely. I don't even know what you're talking about, right? So if I believe the Big Time Rush created the universe, right, is that just as justified as your worldview?
No, Big Time Rush didn't create the universe.
Okay, so like what? You need reason? You need evidence? What do you need?
You probably didn't actually believe.
You need reason, evidence, anything?
What turned you off from believing in God and becoming...
The fact that I can't rationalize the worldview.
What do you mean by that?
I think that it entails contradictions. One, I think there's not even a justification for there even being a basis for it outside of the context of the problem of evil, perfection-based arguments. There are simplicity arguments against it that justify the idea that it's less likely to be true than other types of hypotheses that we could assume. So like, I think there's no basis for believing in it. There's so many arguments against it that like it's actually like absurd. It really is.
Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, but even if you don't have to believe in the Bible, even if you just pretend to believe and everyone pretends the Bible is real, and for one day, just one day, every single person in the world that follows every rule of the Bible, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, if I wrote down in a book everything to do, I could make it better than the Bible, and if everyone followed that, it would be even better. Because I could do better. I could write a better moral code to do than the fucking Bible. The Bible, go to fucking. No, you want me to give it? Go to Exodus. Do you believe in the Old Testament?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. Go to Exodus 21, 20 through 21. Okay, and read it for me.
It's just 21. I don't have a Bible on me.
Oh, do you want me to read it for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, Exodus 21, 20 through 21. Anyone who beats their male or female slave with a rod must be punished if the slave dies as a direct result. But they are not to be punished if the slave recovers after a day or two, since the slave is their property. Is that what you hold to? Do you think slavery is okay? And do you think it's okay to beat someone so long as they recover in a day or two? If they're your property?
Well, slavery...
Do you believe that?
Slavery was recorded in the Bible. Doesn't mean that the Bible.
And do you believe that that is the best moral action to engage in? Do you believe that they shouldn't be punished?
Just because slavery was recorded in the Bible doesn't mean that the Bible is promoting.
Do you believe that they should be punished? It says that they should not be punished. Do you believe that they should be punished?
I believe whatever the Bible says.
So you believe that they should not be punished for beating someone who's they're considered their property, so they can own people, they can beat them, so long as they recover within a day or two.
Oh.
And you think that that's a good moral code to go? You think that's conducive for a good society? That's the society you're saying is good if we upheld?
Well, study Jesus. Study Jesus, it'll change your mind. Study everything about Jesus. You'll see how he's a perfect man.
And when did Jesus say that it's wrong to be gay or wrong to engage in gay intercourse? When did Jesus particularly say that?
He said you should not have sex before marriage. And did
he say that marriage is only between a man and a woman?
So the Bible says.
No, wait, does Jesus say that? Did Jesus say that? Did Jesus say that marriage is only between a man and a woman?
I don't think he said that.
No. So if he didn't say that, right, then he didn't condemn homosexual relationships.
No, but you should not be having sex before marriage or sex with another man. Both of those
Why?
are equally sins. Because they're both equally sins.
You said you were appealing to Jesus. Jesus never said that. We can relate to the Bible. There's no justification for the Bible. There's no justification for any of these claims. Why ought we believe this? Why ought we follow this? And actually address the Exodus claim. Would you like to address that?
Every teaching that Jesus has is something that builds the world up, not takes it down. Everything, there's a reason. It builds the world up.
This builds the world up. This builds the world up?
Sex before marriage does not help the world in any way. And neither
yes, it does. Wait, what are you talking about? I actually have no issue with that. Knowing if you're sexually compatible with someone before you get married and spend that type of commitment with someone is actually really, really important to know. Okay, right? So I actually think it's better, right? I think that you're delulu if you want to wait, right? Like, is clearly it could not be compatible, and then you're just like, fuck, right? Like, that's tough, right? Maybe you should have thought more about that. Okay, but do you think that this is good? Do you think this is justified to like literally own people as property, to beat them so long as they literally get better? And if you relate to the New Testament, I can give you something else as well, by the way. Appreciate the epic GG. Thank you so much. Do you want to respond?
What'd you say?
Do you want to respond?
What'd you say? What'd you ask?
Oh, I asked you about Exodus. Right, but I can relate to something in Ephesians, right? What does this say? Read it to me.
Slaves, obey your earthly master, respect the fear. No, that's not what Paul meant.
No, read it. Read it. No, read it.
Slaves, obey your earthly masters, respect the fear with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Jesus. Obey them not only to win their favor with their eyes, the Son of you, but as slaves of Christ, doing the will of God from your heart. You got to understand what Paul is really saying.
Oh, what is he saying? Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear.
It's just like when Jesus says, turn the other cheek.
I appreciate the epic GG. Thank you so much.
That's what it's similar to.
Oh, Paul's pretty clear there, right? I think he's pretty clear. I don't know. I think he's telling you to obey the earthly masters. Right? And so is this what we should do in society? You're saying this would make society better.
There's a guy on the internet named Axed Cliff, and he actually had a very good response that I can't remember right now to that. So if you could look him up, you can. But
okay.
Back to the original argument. Is being gay wrong? No. But when you start to engage in homosexuality, that's when it gets wrong.
But you have no justification. And are you saying that we ought to hold to the Bible here?
No, because it brings the world. It doesn't bring the world together. It brings the world down. It doesn't bring the world.
You know what brings the world down? Fucking slavery. Owning people, beating them. I appreciate the cheer square. Thank you so much. Why do you think that's okay?
No Christians to have slaves anymore. There's zero Christians in the world that have slaves.
What do you mean? That's false, right? You can't say that that's true.
Well,
right?
There might be an asshole that just so happens to be a Christian, but
what are you talking about? Do you not remember like colonialization? They were Catholics. Different. They were Christians.
They were just jerks that just so happened to be Christian.
Oh, no Christians did this. No Christians did this. Oh my gosh, no Christians did this.
They were jerks that just so happened to be Christians.
No Christians did this.
They weren't. The Bible didn't tell them to do it.
What do you mean? What do you mean the Bible wouldn't tell them to do it? We just read 2 verses that told them to fucking do it. What are you talking about, bro?
Also, I've seen straight people.
No. Address that claim. Obey your earthly masters.
Obey your parents.
Come on, you think it's obey your parents?
Look, there's a very good response to what you're saying.
It literally says slaves obey your earthly masters. Are you the slave of your parent?
No.
Oh, okay.
Say slavery was recorded in the Bible.
And it told you to do it.
Slavery. No, it's not.
It told you to do it.
No, it's not. It's not telling you to
What are
do
you
it.
talking about? It literally does. It literally does, bro. Okay, in Exodus 20 through 21, it literally says that they should not be punished. It says they should not be punished.
Yes, slavery was recorded, but the Bible was not promoting slavery. And if you read any of the Gospels...
Hey, can you read Deuteronomy 22, 28 through 29?
No.
You want me to read it for you? If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, and they are found, then the man who lay with her shall give to the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days.
No, I zoned out.
Oh, you want me to read it again? If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, rapes her, right? And they are found, and then the man who lay with her give the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and he shall be his wife, right? Because he has violated her. He may not divorce her in all his days. It's literally, is that something that you hold to?
That's not... Okay, when Jesus died on the cross and he resurrected, it separated us from having to follow the Jewish laws, and now we follow what Jesus...
Oh, so you don't hold to the New Testament or the Old Testament. Okay,
No,
now we
because
can
that's why
reduce
we
the
don't
Old
celebrate
Testament. We're
Hanukkah.
gone.
That's why Christians don't have to celebrate Hanukkah.
God's changed. God said, I'm
That's
sorry.
why-
Fuck. Appreciate the night helmet thing. He said, fuck, my bad. I did not mean to do this. Don't listen to these old things that I wrote down that I told them to do, where I literally just genocided the whole planet. Don't listen to that, right? Let's now talk about what we've got in the New Testament. And what does the New Testament say? The New Testament says, slave, obey your earthly master. So it reinforces slavery.
That's just... Jesus didn't even write that, number one. That was Paul. But Paul doesn't...
But you hold to the New Testament, right?
Yes, but he's not literally...
Wait. By the way, Jesus never claimed that homosexuality was a sin, never claimed that gay people can't get married. Okay? So if you're only going off of what Jesus said and not what Paul said, it sounds like you're not going to be condemning homosexuality. I appreciate the cowboy hat. Thank you.
I'm not... It's just as bad as sex before marriage. They're equally... They bring the world down. They don't bring the world together. Every teaching in the Bible brings the world together. I don't care.
Wait, are you going off of Jesus or are you going off of Paul?
Jesus.
Oh, so if you only go off of Jesus, Jesus never said that gay people can't get married.
No, Paul's not saying to actually have slaves.
No, do you hold to Paul, yes or no?
Yes, I hold to Paul.
Okay, if you hold to Paul, well then he is literally telling slaves, I appreciate the fruit hat, thank you so much, obey your earthly masters.
Anyway, back to your argument.
Is that not clear? I don't know, he literally told slaves to obey the masters.
No, that's not... He wasn't literally meaning slaves.
And then why did he say it?
Back then, everybody...
What did he mean then? He said it and he didn't mean it? What did he mean?
He didn't really mean it. Slavery was just recorded. It doesn't mean...
he was just joking.
There's a very good response to this question. I forgot it, but you got to watch this guy named Ask Cliff. He has a very good response. But anyway, I've seen straight people, right? They go to jail and they're in jail for a long time, and they become gay.
Yeah, so this is a correlation causation fallacy. Just because it's associated with the idea that someone comes out as gay when they're in prison, right, doesn't mean it caused them to be gay, right? So I'm just not going to see why that's like going to be a reason to indicate that to us that like
I see it.
going
They
to
get,
prison causes people to be gay. Can you give me any evidence of that causing people to be gay?
I have a friend that's a corrections officer, and he sees it. They start
That's
to get
correlation causation. Can you give me any type of study that indicates this?
because they're so deprived from females that they become gay. You can do the opposite. You can do the opposite. You can deprive a gay man from not being a man for so long, he then becomes straight.
I don't think that's true, right? So you're saying that if you got deprived of sex, you would engage in gay intercourse?
I wouldn't, but it happens in jail.
You wouldn't? Why not?
It happens in jail
Wait, why not? Why wouldn't you?
because I'm not in jail.
No, if you were in jail, would you
I'm
do
gonna
it?
have all females around me.
So if you were in jail, you'd do it.
No, I wouldn't because it's against the
No,
Bible.
why not?
'Cause it's against the Bible.
Okay, it say the Bible didn't exist. Would you do it?
Well, then we wouldn't exist. So I
No,
want
no, that doesn't mean that does not follow at all because the Bible entails contradictions, right? But if the Bible doesn't exist, we still exist, right? Would you still say would you do it? Appreciate the Mr. Orange, thank you.
I said, well, because if the Bible didn't, if then some religious book would exist that I then believe in, and I would believe in that book.
No. Let's say your book said it's okay to engage in gay intercourse. Would you do it?
It wouldn't say that.
No, if it did, would you do it?
I can't picture myself doing that. No.
Why not?
Because
you're not gay.
About a man's asshole.
Because you're not gay. Whoa, no way. Yo, that's wild. It's almost like you can't choose. Yo, that's fucking crazy, bro.
No, but there is people that would. I swear.
There's people that okay. So how
Maybe-
if you can't
maybe my
choose?
aunt- maybe
Hold
I
on.
would
Let me ask you the
change my
question.
mind if I was
If
in
you
jail.
can't choose, what makes you think that they can?
Because they're in jail for so long, they're going so crazy.
So if you were in jail for so long, could you do it? Appreciate
like
the galaxy. Thank you so much, Braden. I appreciate it.
That's a question.
If you were in jail for so long, would you do it?
I don't see myself doing it, but if
Exactly, right? Why? Because you're not gay.
But they also don't see themselves doing it either. That's why.
What do you mean they don't see it? They did it. Yo, Braden, I appreciate the whale diving. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. They see it. What are you talking
They're in
about?
jail for so long that they end up becoming gay.
So
drop
that's not how
the
it works.
soap
Can you
in
give me
the shower.
evidence of that? Thank you for the cuddle with you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can you give me evidence that it causes them to be gay?
Yes.
Anything.
There's tons of articles about jail rape. A lot.
Okay. By the way, you have to say R word or essay, but can you give me any evidence of that? That people are caused to be gay by going to prison.
Google jail rape.
Can you? By the way, R word or essay. If you say it one more time, I'm gonna have to kick you off because it's TikTok TOS, right? Can you give me any evidence that it causes people to be gay though? That's not causing people to be gay.
Off the top
Right, in
of
terms
my
of going
head,
to prison. Appreciate the Forever Rose. Thank you.
Off the top of my head, no. But if you go on the internet and look up jail,
Appreciate the superpower. Thank you so much. And Tony, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much.
if you look up jail rap, then you might be able.
So what is the basis of grape? Right, it's like control, power, and dominance. Right?
Yes,
Does that
someone
necessitate a
drops
particular
soap.
attraction? No. Right. So that doesn't indicate a particular attraction. Right. That indicates right that there's some sort of power, domination, or something, some sort of element of that within prison.
No, because they're in the shower, right? You drop the soap. Oh shit! Now I have to bend over to pick it up. Tyrone comes up behind
Come on,
you.
don't. What do you stop? Thank you for the Panther pause. Appreciate it, bro. What are you saying, bro? Can you just give me like any type of evidence? Appreciate the hand art. Thank you so much. Like, come on, bro. Like you. Thank you for the hand arts. You literally why do people do this? Oh my god.
My computer loads.
Yeah. Can you explain why it's Tyrone, by the way?
I don't know. You're putting me in traps.
Yeah. No. Can you explain? I'm putting you in a trap. You said it. I'm just asking why you said it. Can you tell me why you said it?
No, I can't.
Appreciate the superpower. Thank you so much. Why not?
I just picked a random name out of my head.
Why? Unconscious bias. Appreciate the hand art. Thank you. Appreciate the fruits hat. Thank you. Are you saying that you have subconscious biases?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh my god. You don't know what subconscious bias means.
No, I don't.
I appreciate the hand heart. Thank you so much. You know what subconscious means? Appreciate the confetti.
Yo, does it say am I alive? Wow,
Do you know?
shit.
Do you know what subconscious means?
Yeah.
Do you know what bias means?
No.
No, you don't know what a bias is?
Biases me like a choice.
Appreciate the corgi. Thank you so much. You have something against a particular community just off of them being a part of that community. That's a bias.
Absolutely not.
That's what do you mean?
I'm absolutely have nothing against people being gay. I just say.
What are you arguing? What the fuck are you arguing? And by the way, we were talking about the fact that you were like engaging in
going off topic.
Like subconscious biases that relate to racism, but like when it relates to this, you are literally arguing that it's fucking wrong. What are you talking about?
How am I being? No, being gay is okay, but if you start.
Thank you for the glowing jellyfish. I appreciate it. Thank you. Being gay is okay. Engaging in gay intercourse is wrong. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because it's against.
Okay, but you have no justification for that.
Book.
Again, no religion is justified. Give me a justification. Go for it. Try.
Because every rule that every religious book has is something that brings the world, that builds the world up, not tears it down. It brings people together.
No, I would say that I think there are way better arguments for it tearing things down than it bringing it up. If you actually want to relate to this, you believing in something just based upon a faith, I appreciate the handout, thank you so much, degrades society. It really does. And I actually really believe this because if you want to look at it this way, right, you have no process to confirm or disconfirm a claim that's given to you. And if you have no process to confirm or disconfirm a claim, you're literally priming people by believing this to authoritarianism, to being controlled, right? To being deceived. If you have no process to see if whether or not someone's lying or whether or not someone's telling the truth, or to say whether or not this actually corresponds with the evidence, right? Well, then again, you are just going to be controlled, right? Do you not see that? Is that not blatantly obvious to you? That throughout society, historically speaking, that there's historical precedence that indicates that literally people have been controlled by using divine control? I appreciate divine kingship. I appreciate the handout. Thank you so much. This is like throughout all of history, this has happened.
Yes, there might just be, like I said before, there might just be one jerk off that just so happens to be Christian.
No, this isn't one jerk off. This is literally something that existed throughout like a lot of fucking kingships, right, in the past for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years, right? People are controlled through religion, right? I'm not joking. Imperialism, colonialization, right? People were literally forced to engage in these particular religions in countries around the world by European colonialism, right? In order to be able to control them. That's actually literally was the basis to control them. And what does it rely upon? It relies upon you believing in it based upon just your preferences, just your choices, right?
Yeah,
that's why. It's trying to control you. It really is. If you have no process to accept a claim or to disconfirm a claim, how the hell are you going to see whether or not something actually corresponds with reality? Appreciate the cowboy hat.
Whoever's in the wrong, they died and God judged them on their judgment day, and now they're.
How do you know God exists? How do you know God exists? That's the question I'm asking. I'm trying to get you to critically think, bro. Why are we not critically thinking about our positions?
In my realm of reality, he exists because I believe. In yours, he doesn't.
Yeah, if I believe that the tooth fairy exists, do they exist?
But that's how he made it, because he wants us to give you a choice, and that's the choice you have.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So if I show you a water bottle right now, am I forcing you to believe that the water bottle exists? I appreciate the hat mustache. Thank you so much, by the way.
No, it's not like that.
No. So God can show us that he exists, and we can still have a choice of whether or not to believe in him.
Okay. Say this. I have a girlfriend, right? I say to her, you don't love me unless you have sex with me. That's manipulation. You're doing the same thing with God. You're saying, I don't believe you unless you show evidence.
What are you talking about? Are you saying I'm manipulating someone if I say that I'm not going to believe that they exist until I actually know they exist? That doesn't make any fucking sense. What are you talking about? How is that even comparable? You literally just compared grape to like showing someone exists.
No, it's manipulation. It's just...
How the fuck is that manipulation? Explain.
Because you're supposed to choose to believe God. If you want to choose to believe God. If you don't, then in your own reality, he won't exist.
Okay, so my point is that there's no basis to say that I should accept your religion comparative to any other religion. There's no basis to say I should accept your religion comparative to believing that a pencil is God. Believing that Captain Underpants created the universe.
I mean,
that is just as justified. I'm actually serious. That's just as justified as your worldview. If you just base it upon faith. Captain Underpants created the fucking universe.
That makes no sense.
No, it actually is, right? You want to know why it makes no sense? Because it shows the absurdity of your claim. If you believe in something just based upon faith, there's no way that you can say, I can't accept this. There's no way you can. right? Because it's just a belief. You chose to believe that.
Yeah, no, that's different.
Why is it different? Give me the reason.
If someone starts to believe that Captain Underpants made the universe, and that's belief in a false god, which you shouldn't do.
Okay, well then, how do you know that yours isn't the same? Because again, you use the exact same process of justification.
God is not a historical argument, but when he put Jesus here, it now can become part of a historical argument. Make sense?
Okay, can you give me any historical evidence that indicates that God resurrected?
The Gospels.
Okay, again, the Gospels don't justify your notions here at all, right? They don't justify resurrection.
The whole spread of Christianity with Paul. That's what made me Christian, actually. Because there is these.
What are you trying to reference? Like you understand, like if you want to relate to like the tomb or something, for example, right?
No,
I would believe, I think it's most likely that Jesus would have been crucified on the cross and left there to decompose on the cross, right? Rather than being put in some sort of tomb, right? If you actually look at back then, right, most people who were crucified were left to decompose.
Okay, when I was debating if I should be a Christian or a Muslim, I really looked at the spread of Christianity and how these super Jewish people that were so certain that Jesus was blasphemy magically became Christian out of nowhere. It's just there's only one way that they can become Christian when they're this Jewish and this certain that Jesus wasn't God, and they became Christian out of nowhere. That is why. For like all my friends in the chat, this is sick. Yo, he left. This is my stream now. Everyone follow me. Right now.
I'm sorry, like, is this the society we live in, right? Like, wait, you said super Jewish? I don't know what you're referencing with that, but we literally, your best argument is that some people who are Jewish decided to believe in Christianity?
No,
right? That's the argument?
They were hardcore to the core, believed that Jesus was blasphemy, and something happened to turn them into Christians. You can't do that by convincing someone. Like, it's for me to convince you to become Christian right now, it's probably...
What are you talking about? People change religions all the time.
Not leaders, not religious leaders. That's like the Jewish rabbi.
What religious leaders?
Like Paul.
Wait, so can you point to me where I can see that? Right? No, like I don't see any reason to believe that like a mass amount of Jewish people converted.
Paul was supposed to kill Christians.
No, you made a claim about a mass amount of Jewish people, right? Converting?
Yes.
I don't think there's evidence of that. That definitely doesn't exist.
The spread of Christianity is evidence of that.
No, it's not.
And 1 AD. I mean,
no, okay. Give me the specific evidence that relates to a mass amount of Jewish people at that particular time, right? Converting.
Paul's the first one I got. Paul,
mass.
The disciples. I mean, the mass, the spread of Christianity, and how it fucking grew rapidly.
And when was that?
100, 200 AD.
And when was that? 100, 200 AD?
Until like now.
Wait. Did you say 100, 200 AD?
I'm saying it was still spreading. Like from 30, when Jesus died in 30 AD, it started spreading. The 180 and then 280, 300, and so on.
So were you saying that it took 300 years?
No, it spread like it spread crazy.
No, it did take 300 years. If you actually look at the history, that's literally what it is, right? I could easily relate that to you. Again, like I've never even seen this claim be made that you're relating to right now. I don't even know what you're talking about, right? But again, if we want to relate to the idea that this religion is justified, how can you say that it's justified or say that you want to believe in it when it's just as much lore or correct as anything that we'd write down in a book? I could believe in Marvel movies being accurate. I could believe in Harry Potter actually exists. These things are just as justified in terms of me having faith in them as you having faith in this. I could believe SpongeBob and Patrick created the universe.
Okay,
Griffin created the universe through a temporal loop. These are all things that are just as much valid in terms of believing as what you've just told me, if you just base it upon faith.
Then why would Paul do this and turn on all of his fellow Jewish people that wanted to kill him? Why would he turn on that? Why would he turn on everyone?
Like, why would Paul believe?
Yes. Why? If something didn't happen to Paul,
why do many religious people? Why does Prophet Muhammad believe that Jesus isn't God?
That's a different argument for a different time. You're not.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's a different argument.
It's the same idea. It's like people just have their particular beliefs. They believe in different religions. That doesn't mean it's justified. So what is the basis for the belief? What is the justification? This doesn't justify it.
Argument for with the Muslim. I had this argument with the Muslim before. It's just a whole nother argument for a whole other time.
What? No, I'm saying, what is the difference between these two claims?
They're similar claims, but if you're deciding if you want to be Christian or Muslim, you got to really study both books and kind of get to go with your gut decision.
Like, okay, for example, right? I think it would be pretty similar the way that Paul believes, as many other Christians who do today. They feel like they had some type of experience, and they decide to believe after that. Right, that's common, right? But I don't think that just because they feel like they had this spiritual experience, that justifies the conclusions they formed from that spiritual experience. As for example, if we relate to Prophet Muhammad having an experience with the angel Gabriel, you don't accept the conclusions formed from the Prophet Muhammad having that spiritual experience, but you accept yours. So why do you accept yours, but you don't accept theirs? What's the difference?
I don't want to start problems with Muslims in the chat, but Hitler also thought Angel Gabriel came to him.
What?
Yes.
Can you give me evidence of this?
His book.
What
Hitler
book?
thought Angel Gabriel came to him. One of his books. I don't know.
What book?
I have no idea. But Google Hitler, one of Hitler's books about his life that he wrote, and you'll see.
And how does that even relate to it, though?
He claimed an angel came to him. Because I don't believe, I believe that Muhammad was deceived. But this is another argument for another time.
Okay, but like, can't you say the same thing about your view? How do you know that you weren't deceived?
Because why would the disciples die? Why would they write a book and they know they're going to die?
Aren't there people that have died for other religions? If you ask people who are alive today and believe, they would die for Christianity, who just have faith. They don't have any evidence that it's true, and they would die for it.
Because they have faith.
Would you die for your belief?
Yes, because I allowed Jesus.
You have no fucking evidence, and you fucking die for your belief. That's the point.
My evidence is the spread of Christianity and how these people who are
the spread of Islam. Islam's going to spread more. Like, Islam in the 21st century is going to become bigger than Christianity.
They're having like 8 kids at a time.
Cry about it.
That isn't. It's another argument for another time. You're not a Muslim, so you could care less. I'm saying these Jews were so certain that Jesus was blasphemy and miraculously became Christian. There's no other explanation except for Jesus appearing to Paul on his journey to Damascus.
Okay. So I'm at. What's the point?
The point is, my original argument to being gay is okay, but homosexuality isn't okay. Okay, because the Bible says it's not, and the Bible's the true words of God.
Okay, I don't accept that. There's no basis for that claim. That's just something you believe in.
Because I choose to. You don't choose
I believe the book of Harry Potter is accurate.
No, because the Bible doesn't say once upon a time. Harry Potter says once upon a time.
Does it?
But the Harry Potter doesn't claim to be a document. The Bible does.
I could just say that I believe it's an accurate correspondence to the world and around us. It makes claims that I could interpret as reality.
Also, you won't allow God into your life ever. Even if you claim you did, you never did.
Oh, okay. How do you know that?
Because you don't believe. Because you don't believe.
Just because I don't believe now doesn't mean I didn't believe before.
Oh, I guess you got corrupted or something.
The no true Scotsman fallacy?
Never heard of it.
You should look it up.
Well, my computer's fucking slow.
Well, it sounds like everything in that room is.
Whoa, relax there, buddy.
I will relax, don't worry.
Look, the chat likes me.
Do they?
Yeah. I don't know, I guess it says I'm live for mine and all my friends are joining.
Oh, that's tough. Did they just hear that? That's really unfortunate, bro. I don't know. Do you want to give me like an actual argument? Maybe you can show off to your friends?
I won the argument. I won.
What argument did you win?
I proved the Christianity to you. And there's nothing you weren't able to make a...
Do you actually believe that you did?
I do.
That's kind of sad.
But
Do you want to go through, like, do you think God is a perfect creator?
I do.
With a perfect test taker, like, what do you expect to see?
God knows more than us.
Hey,
We're
with a perfect test taker, what do you expect to see?
God doesn't think like us. He thinks
Hey,
that way
a perfect
different.
test taker, what do you expect to see?
A perfect test taker?
What do you expect to see?
No one's a perfect test taker. Only God's
I'm just asking, what do you expect to see, man?
with a perfect test taker. I don't know, fucking calculator.
Perfect scores on tests. With a perfect free throw shooter, what do you expect to see?
I guess they studied every day.
Oh my God, perfect free throw shooter, what do you expect to see?
Perfect three. They practice every day. It takes time to get good at.
No, you expect to see 10 out of 10 free throws made, right?
Yeah, but that's not possible. It's very.
I mean, it is possible, but
yeah, it's unlikely.
we're just conceptually speaking about it. 10 out of 10 free throws made. A perfect creator, what do you expect to see?
He is perfect.
Answer my question. Perfect creator, what do you expect to see?
He gives us free will. We make our own choices.
No. Perfect creator, what do you expect to see? Perfect creation, right?
Yeah, we're created perfectly.
Were we created by God?
Yes. You think all this was
Am I perfect?
You're perfect in God's image. You may not think
I am perfect?
But God thinks you're perfect.
Wait, if I'm perfect, why do I need to go to hell?
Because you chose to live your life separate from God. All hell is separate.
So I wasn't perfect?
No, because you chose to be away from God. Hell is
no, so I'm not perfect. So I'm created by God, and I'm not perfect. Okay? So if I'm not perfect, doesn't that tell me that I don't have a perfect creator? Because a perfect creator would entail a perfect creation?
God made you how you should be for your purpose.
No, did you hear me? Again, right. Perfect creator entails perfect creation. Okay? We're not perfect, and we're created by God. Therefore, we don't have a perfect creator. Want to know why? Because we're not perfect. We would expect to see a perfect creation given a perfect creator.
No, and Jesus was perfect. God created Jesus perfectly, and he was perfect. He was the one perfect man on the planet. Yo, shout out to this kid in the chat named Brendan Bevins.
So do you want to argue against my point? Or do you just want to, embarrass yourself in front of your friends, man?
No. All right, repeat your argument.
Perfect creator entails perfect creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were created by God, under your view, and we're not perfect. Therefore, God isn't perfect.
But Jesus was perfect.
Well, no, your God isn't perfect because we're not perfect. And we would be expected to be perfect given the fact that we were created by that perfect creator.
Okay, smart. That's a smart one. But he gave us our choices, and we don't make perfect choices. Free will, we have our choices. I'm gonna give my friend Dylan, I'm gonna give him a $20 bill. I can also slap him in the face. But whatever I choose to do, I'll be judged for by God. And with the being perfectly judged.
Okay, but the point is we're expected to be perfect.
No, we're not expected to be perfect.
I don't know why you do that, but
Jesus died on the cross to die for our sins.
No, can you understand my point, though? We're expected to be perfect, right? Given that we're not perfect, that tells us that we don't have a perfect creator. So your God doesn't exist, right? Because you believe that your God is perfect. And if we had a perfect creator, we would be expected to be perfect. So just on the basis of us not being perfect, we can reject your God.
We weren't perfect. But God sent Jesus to die for our sins and to reconcile with mankind so we can make heaven. Because none of us
Jesus came to save us. Wait, why does Jesus need to save us if we're perfect?
So we can go to heaven because we were disgusting people. None of us.
So we weren't perfect.
No, we're not. But you were.
There you go. So we don't have a God that is perfect.
No, but he is perfect. But he gives us choices, and we can't make perfect choices.
We can. Does Jesus make perfect choices?
He does, but he wasn't.
He does, right? So if Jesus is perfect, and that means that he makes perfect choices, well, then if we were perfect, we would make perfect choices. I appreciate the money gun. Thank you so much. We would never be able to be corrupted the same way Jesus was never corrupted.
Then we would be a robot.
Wait, hold on, listen. Jesus was tempted by the devil, right?
Yes.
And because he's perfect, he never succumbed to that temptation.
Yes.
Okay? If human beings were perfect, they could get tempted by the devil and never succumb to that temptation.
So yeah, humans are not perfect.
Okay, exactly.
Because
So
of-
again, if they were perfect in the beginning, like you said they were, then we would still be perfect.
Humans were never perfect. Adam was.
There
Adam.
you go. Humans were never perfect. If humans were
Well-
never perfect, that means that we don't have a perfect creator.
Yeah, exactly. No, God is.
Exactly.
You don't understand my point. He's perfect, but he gives us free will to make choices. So that's why we're not perfect.
No, man. Okay, if we have free will, Jesus has free will, right?
Yes, but he was perfect.
Yeah, okay. If we were perfect, then we wouldn't do the wrong thing. We would do the perfect thing. Even though we have free will.
No, but it's impossible for us to be perfect, and not only Jesus was perfect. It's not like
Why is it impossible for us to be perfect? Do we not have free will?
if you're in high school and you're walking in the hallway and you know it's a hot girl, you're gonna automatically think she's hot. That's actually a sin of lust. Anyway.
That's not the sin of lust, by the way.
But
There's huge disputes on that. There's huge interpretation issues when you're white, so that we can talk about that. I can bring someone up that knows the particular Hebrew and knows Greek that could reference that and show you that you're wrong, right? But the point is that even if you want to relate to this, right? Jesus never did that. Jesus never had attraction. Are you saying Jesus wasn't straight?
He was straight. He had every temptation that we had.
So he lusted. So he lusted.
But he defeated every temptation. No,
but he lusted.
He said, "Gouge your eye out."
Wait, but if he has every temptation, that means he lusted. Under your worldview.
No, he defeated every temptation. You're right.
So he never had that attraction.
He was a temptation. He had the temptation, and not.
Dude, if the lust is just the attraction, you're telling me that Jesus never had that attraction. Therefore, Jesus was not straight. So God is not straight. So it is perfect to not be straight. No, you're telling me it's perfect to not be straight. That's what you're telling me right now.
God's not a human. He's a personal being. He doesn't have a gay or straight, he or she. He's a personal being.
Jesus is human, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So God is human. So the point is that God is not straight. If God is not straight, you're telling me it's perfect to be not straight.
Well, you don't understand the Trinity. Because
it doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's hard for us to comprehend it because it's something only God can understand.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. Right? There's you can hold to monarchalism, which is kind of like a 3 parts in one whole sort of idea, but that's called heresy under your view. So, otherwise than that, the Trinity is absolute bullshit. It doesn't make any sense at all.
The Trinity, it makes a lot of sense. Jesus was not.
Okay, I'll ask you this question: is Jesus human?
Yes, he was human.
Is the Father human?
No, that's the
okay.
Father God.
Wait, so you're saying Jesus is God and he's human, right? But the Father is God and he's not human? So you're saying that God is both human and not human simultaneously?
The Father created the Son to reveal himself through the Son.
So again, you're saying that God is both human and not human simultaneously?
The Father is not human. He's a personal being that loves. The Son is a human.
No, so the Father, again, God is human and not human simultaneously. That's a contradiction.
It's got to understand, because you don't get the Holy Trinity.
Because it's incoherent.
No, it's not incoherent. The Father created the Son to reveal himself through the Son. That's why we call Jesus the Messiah, because he revealed God to us. Okay, understand. We don't think that Jesus created the oceans. He wasn't here yet. God created the oceans.
Okay, what you're not understanding is that if you believe that God is logically whole, right, in terms of the Jesus and in terms of God, the Father, then you're telling me that they're logically identical. If they're logically identical, right, then there can't be differences between them. Okay, that's why you have to hold to a view in which says that they're different parts of the whole. Okay, if you don't hold to a view that says different parts of the whole, then you're committed to saying they're logically identical, which is an issue.
No, it makes no sense what you just said. So
what didn't make sense?
They're two different. The Father created the Son to reveal himself through the Son. The Son was perfect, 0 sins committed, born from Mary. So he's part Mary.
So they're different parts of God. They're not holy God. Is Jesus holy God? 100% God?
He was a human. God created Jesus to reveal himself.
Is Jesus 100% God?
No, he's human. He's part human.
So you hold to the part view that Jesus is partially God.
He was a complete, perfect human.
Is Jesus partially God or wholly God?
Partially God, I guess. God revealed himself through Jesus.
And that is heresy under your worldview. Okay? That's heresy.
He was a human like us, because the flesh is weak. The flesh is weak, the spirits are strong. That was God in the flesh, so it makes him not as strong. But he was a perfect man, more perfect than any of us can ever be.
Okay, so like you're just not understanding. Is there anything else you want to go over or talk about?
Yes.
What?
You can become straight if you are gay. It's possible.
Can you become gay?
Yes, I can become gay. If I say...
Can you choose to find your mother sexually attractive?
If I say one of my boys, hey, get over here, buddy, and bend over, I can become gay.
You can find them... Okay, so you already find them attractive?
No.
By king. So like, can you find your mom sexually attractive?
No, that's...
You can't? So if you can't choose your sexuality, what makes you think that gay people can?
Because there's some weirdos that do.
Yo, everyone put by King Andrew in the chat. Everyone by King Andrew.
No,
let's go.
I won the argument. Look at
no,
it.
Dude, you're a by King, bro. You're a by King.
378 blue stars.
By King Andrew, everyone. By King Andrew in the chat. Let's go.
I smoked you in the argument.
By King Andrew, come on.
Yeah,
So the point is that if you can't choose your sexuality, you can't choose to find. Then how do gay people choose their sexuality? That's my point.
I don't know. It's just something they decided.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the little crown. Thank you. So, okay. So it sounds like you already find attraction towards some of your male friends. You may need to address some of that.
I was just making a joke.
Okay, so you can't find them sexually attractive.
No.
Okay, so if you can't find them sexually attractive, what makes you think that gay people can't?
Because when I've seen gay people go to jail for life, they end up engaging in gay intercourse because they're female.
Because they're gay?
No, because they're female.
Gay people?
They're not going to see
gay people engage in gay intercourse? Oh, it's almost like straight people also engage in straight intercourse.
No, but they're not going to see a female in so long that they end up just putting it in another man.
That's not how it works.
And
Andrew, would you want to engage in gay intercourse if you were in a prison? If you were stuck in a prison for decades, would you want to engage in gay intercourse?
I wouldn't, but if
you wouldn't, would you be okay with it?
I wouldn't, but there's guys.
You would? You would be okay with it?
No, I wouldn't.
No, okay, so why not?
Especially on bottom, I wouldn't.
Okay, well, is that coming from experience?
No.
Then why'd you make an especially claim?
Dude, that probably fucking hurts.
Like you had a preference against or for. How do you know it hurts?
I'm just gonna assume that it hurts because your asshole is tiny and then this fucking giant friggin' bus. I don't know. It's just fucking probably hurts.
I don't know. It sounds like you're thinking about it a lot. I don't know why you're thinking about buses going in your butt, but like that's kind of weird, man. I don't know why you're thinking about that right now if you're straight. That seems to be something you're kind of running from there.
A question: are you straight?
Yeah, I am. Honestly, I think this might be just the fact that you're a bi king. Yo, W's in the chat. Bi king, Andrew. Yo.
Why am I the bi king?
Well, because you said that you can find your friends sexually attractive, and then also you're thinking about the fact that things are going up your butt right now. So it sounds like you're kind of like a you know, like thinking about it a lot, you know. And it's okay. It's not a bad thing. Like we accept you, man.
If I was gay, I'd be fine. I just would I would just follow Jesus anyway, and I find my purpose through him. Not through other men, not through homosexuality. If I was gay, I think I'd be a fine gay person. I would just follow God, find my purpose through God. You don't have to be married to have a purpose.
Okay, so like, okay, again, how do we know that God exists? It doesn't seem like we have a basis for that. It seems like that view just ended in contradictions, man.
Oh, well, it's the same argument over again.
Yeah, it's gonna be because you're not willing to accept things like the problem of evil. You're not willing to accept things like the perfection arguments that entail contradictions.
Because I saw how I let Jesus into my life, and I saw my life get better.
Do you think that a squared circle is possible?
And that's why I can't. That's what.
Do you think a squared circle is possible?
This whole argument is a square circle.
Huh? Do you think a squared circle is possible?
A squared circle.
A shape with no sides and 4 sides simultaneously.
No, you can't do
No,
that.
you don't think so. Okay. Well, then if your view ends in a contradiction, well, it can't be true either. Your view ends in a contradiction, therefore cannot be true.
So does your view.
How does my view end in a contradiction?
How does my view end in a contradiction?
I told you, I gave you the perfection argument earlier. I can give you the problem of evil, right? Would you like to go through those again? I mean, we've already gone through them. Just the perfection one, though.
No, I think I won the argument, though.
What did you win?
I won the argument.
What was your winning argument?
I won the argument.
What was your winning argument?
Being gay is okay, but you cannot be committing you should not commit homosexuality because God is watching.
But you have no basis for God existing.
I mean, there's tons.
Like
yourself.
Myself existing doesn't mean God exists.
The fact we're talking right now. Think
that
about
doesn't mean God exists.
The billions of people that exist on TikTok, all the billions of people in the world. It's not an accident that we're talking right now.
I never said it was an accident, but that doesn't mean your God exists.
I think he does.
Even if it's not an accident, that doesn't mean God. So, again, your view ends in contradictions. It can't possibly be your God. You got anything you want to say? Or are you done?
I say I won. I won.
There's no way you unironically believe that.
I won.
Thank you for the hand hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I won the
There's
argument.
no way. There's no way you actually believe that.
I do. I believe that I won the argument.
Really? Do you want to do a poll? You want to see what the chat thinks?
I'm debating with this guy.
Yo, does someone want to type in the chat? Who do they think?
Yeah. We'll
do they think Andrew won? Yes or no? Does someone want to type that poll in the chat?
Ooh, I saw W Andrew. W Andrew.
I actually don't think I see a single one. I literally don't see a single one. I actually don't see a single one. That's actually really sad. I seriously don't see it. I see one. I saw one.
Owen Barry, Preston Huffman.
I literally have only seen one.
Stephanie, Nessa, Jay.
I see Jordan. I see
Jordan.
2. I see 3. Okay, I've seen 3. All right. Yo, thank you for the epic GG. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Caden. Caden in the comment section. So, I mean, no one made a poll. But yeah, no. I mean, is there anything else you want to say before I go on to the next person?
What's that little blue star thing? It keeps going up when I make a good argument.
You've gotten like a few cents.
Oh, that's hype. I'm gonna be with Tate now.
With Tate, do you like Andrew Tate?
Oh, I love him.
Why do you like Andrew Tate?
Because he's changing the world, making it for the better.
Really? How does he do that when he also has these things that he literally admitted to, like engaging in sex trafficking, called the lover boy method, most common method of human trafficking?
If he did,
appreciate the hand hearts. Thank you so much.
If he did commit sex trafficking, then he'd be in jail, like he was in court for months.
No, he literally admitted to it.
No, it's a lie.
He admitted to it.
How? Where?
He said this on podcasts. Like, what are you talking about? He would say that he literally said specifically that he would get women to fall in love with him so that he could get them to engage in cam work for them.
It wasn't real. They lied.
What do you mean that wasn't real? What are you talking about? So he was just joking? He was just joking about engaging in sex trafficking?
No, him and Trump are getting the same treatment from the liberals.
What do you mean they're getting the same treatment, bro? He literally said this himself.
They're getting lied to, like, people are like...
He literally said this himself. So are you saying that he's a liar?
No, because people like...
No? So he is telling the truth. He did engage in it.
No, it's okay. You download Adobe Premiere and you start changing what people are saying. It's easy.
No one changed what he said. He said it himself. Wait, by the way, didn't Jesus say sex work was a no-no?
No, you should not have sex before marriage.
Wait, so then why is it correct why do you like Andrew Tate then?
Because he makes very good points.
Like, can you name some good points?
I don't know. I haven't watched him in fucking months, so actually, not really. I watched him.
So you can't name a single good point.
I watched in the summer of 22.
No?
And if you ask me in the summer of 22, I can. But right now, I don't really pay attention.
Not a single good point, Andrew.
No, so just
nothing. That's rough, bro.
No, there's so many. All right. Which one? There's all. I mean, there's some of them that I do disagree with here and there, but
you could probably name more that you disagree with than when you actually agree with.
Let's see, like the woman's property thing. I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, you think that women are property?
If you say so, if you're dating a girl, that girl is technically your property.
How? What are you talking about, bro? You're trolling. There's no way.
Yes.
Come on, man. Be serious.
Because
how's that even funny? If you're joking right now, that's so sad.
This was a good point. Say I'm dating a girl, and she wants to go.
The front rows, thank you. There's no way you think this is a good point that you fucking own women as your property.
Listen. This is
what are you talking about, bro?
Listen, you're not letting me explain the point.
Yeah, because it's fucking stupid.
If I'm dating a girl and she wants to go for a walk in the middle of the hood by herself at 3 in, I would say no. Come back here. You're not going for
you
a
would
walk
control her
at 3 in. I'd say
you would control her.
That's because it's stupid. I'm not letting my vulnerable girlfriend, go for a walk in the hood.
Why not?
She'll get kidnapped instantly. It's stupid. You're an idiot if you let your more.
How do you know that you're gonna get kidnapped if you literally walk on the street? What are you talking about? They're the ones deciding to take their own risks.
Yes, but if you care about someone, you don't let them do stupid stuff.
Yeah, so like, how is this stupid? Just going and walking on the street.
Because Tate was referring to a really bad area, like a really bad city or something.
Do you live in a really bad area?
I go to school in a bad area, but no, I'm not at home. I grew up in North Jersey. I live in a great area.
So you don't live in a bad area. So why are you bringing this up?
Because if you were in a bad area, would you let? Okay, right. If you were in a bad area, would you let your girlfriend go for a walk?
Yeah.
At 3 in the morning, you let her go.
Yeah, that's 100% their choice. What do you mean let them do it? Right? If they want to do that, that's their choice.
So then you're stupid. You're letting your girlfriend.
What do you mean I'm stupid?
You're.
I'm letting the person who I'm with engage in their own decision making.
Okay, then she gets kidnapped. What do you tell her parents?
What's up?
If she gets kidnapped, then what are you gonna tell her parents?
That she decided to go outside and do something and she got kidnapped. That's what I would say. What are you talking about?
If I was the father of a girl and that happened, I'd kill the guy.
That is the dumbest thing you've ever said. For not controlling your daughter?
Yes, if
property?
If I had a daughter and she was with a guy, I expect her to be safe with that guy. And if she's not safe with that guy, I'd go mad.
What do you mean safe with that guy? Them making their own decisions. It's not my fault for them making their own decision there, right? It can be the case that I could go with them, right? I would offer to do that, right? But that does not mean that like I would say that you can't do this or try to control them in that scenario. You understand that like you would say that's wrong for her to control you in any particular way, right?
Would you?
When it relates to something like that.
Okay, so would you let your girlfriend jump off a cliff? Because
I would not want them to do that. But what do you mean? What do you mean?
So would you stop your girlfriend from jumping off a cliff, or would you let her jump off?
Would I let them jump off a cliff? Oh, they got a call. Send a guest request back, Andrew. Send a guest request back. But yeah, no, I think it's wild, right? Because clearly speaking, these would be completely different actions, right? One would be showing that someone, right, might be in a state in which they are like not able to make rational decisions, whereas the other one they are, right? If someone's engaging in like sewer slide, right, that could indicate that they could be in a circumstance in which they might not be in a rational state of mind. Whereas like in this scenario, right, I think someone's still in a rational state of mind just for wanting to go walk on the street. Right, like I can see a distinction within that respect as well, by the way. But I don't see them in the guest box. We're gonna wait for a second. If not, we're gonna go into the next person. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 1 million likes. If you want to help get it out to more people, share the live, everyone. Let's try to get to 1,000 shares. We'll help get it out to more people. We're gonna go into the next person though. Again, if you like the content, make sure to follow me if you have not already, everyone. Actually, he is back. Yo, thank you so much for the garland. I appreciate it. Was that Dean or was it Stardust? Stardust, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm back. I'm back.
You can say a few more things and then I'm going to go on to the next person.
I am back.
Andrew, you got a few more things to say.
Okay. Do you believe a female's body count should matter?
I think that it should matter for men and women equally.
Okay. Why does a female's body count not matter?
Did you hear me? I said it should matter for both men and women equally.
Would you date a girl that got ran through by the whole football team?
Okay, are you just going to come on and ask dumb questions? Desi, I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. Do you have a high body count, Andrew?
I used to, and then I stopped.
So you've been ran through.
And no.
Andrew, what is it like to be ran through?
You're not getting ran through.
No, Andrew, can you tell me what it's like to be ran through?
It's different.
Please inform me, Andrew. Let me know what it's like to be ran through. You were used and ran through. Let me know what it's like.
Because the man is running through.
No, you were used and you were getting ran through, right? Can you please explain to me what that's like, Andrew?
Because look at a running back. The running back runs through.
Wait, what do you mean by used to?
What?
And by the way, what do you mean by used to? How do you used to have a high body count? You still have that, right?
No, I was reborn again. I gave my life to Jesus.
That's not how it works. It doesn't just vanish.
Well, my sins vanished.
That's not how it works.
Spiritually, it works like that.
No, it doesn't.
Because your souls are tied.
No, get a grip, dude. You're actually not in accordance with reality. I implore you to acquaint yourself with reality.
I think you should meet God and read the Bible.
I think you should acquaint yourself with reality.
How?
By dropping the book, by using critical thinking skills, right, and by questioning your own belief system. I'm not saying stop believing right away. What I'm saying is question your own belief. If I think that this is justification for my belief, what other things does this justify? Think about it that way. Think about why is my belief justified and other beliefs are not justified. Maybe you should also, if you believe in the Bible, read your own fucking Bible.
I did.
Really, you did?
I read the whole thing.
Really? What's the first 4 books of the New Testament?
Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy.
I said New Testament.
The Gospels are the first 4 books.
What are they?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Okay, for sure. So my next question, right? This is going to be a really tough one. Okay, you ready?
It's a really tough one.
What does Timothy 2:12 say?
Timothy 2:12. Fuck, that's a popular one. Fuck. I know it. I know that one. Let me think.
Go ahead, read it.
Fuck it. I don't know it. Just say it.
Do you want me to read it?
I don't have a Bible on me.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
This is New Testament. Let's read what Timothy 2:12 says. Timothy 2:12. Let's read what this says.
What does it say?
It says, I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority of a man. Rather, she is to remain quiet. Do you believe this?
That's how it was back then.
You do believe that? You think that women ought to remain quiet and that they should be in no position of power here in terms of the church?
Men run the world.
This is in terms of the church. I mean, if you want to relate it to otherwise, why do you think that men should dominate over women?
Because biologically, we have more testosterone than women. That's why.
Why? Why does that mean anything? If I have more testosterone than you, does that mean I can dominate over you?
Because back in the days when in the Testament,
Andrew, if I have more testosterone than you, does that mean I can dominate you? And that's justified?
No.
No? So more testosterone doesn't mean that you can control someone?
It's not just testosterone. It's what are you talking about?
So what else is it?
It's not. It's just that being a man, you're by default, you have more muscles, you have testosterone. You can. Back in the day, it was fucked up, but they would control women physically, and that's why. And that's why it says that in the
Wait, so does that person want to talk to you by the way?
Who?
Do they hold the same position as you? Do they think that they shouldn't be able to speak and that they should remain quiet?
Yes.
They do? So then why did she just speak?
That was funny. No, I didn't know I was live.
Wait, but again, remember, under your view, she's supposed to remain quiet. And you said that she believes that.
It's different now. When the Bible is written, men, it was different. It's different.
What do you mean it's different? I thought you held to the Bible. You don't hold to the Bible?
I do until death.
Okay, so then you hold to this, and they hold to that as well.
What'd they say? Because I wasn't really listening. I was listening to you.
Remember, they said stuff. Remember, under your view, they're supposed to remain quiet.
Yes, because a
Yeah.
man
So
is
then
a
why did?
leader. The, a
And
ma-
you said that they believe that. So are you saying that they don't believe the
men are
Bible? They
supposed to be
don't believe that.
leaders. A primal man is to go out, protect, and provide. A female is a nurturer, and they take care of the babies.
Okay, so there's a notion of protecting and providing and nurturing for both men and women. Those are characteristics that are exhibited by everyone.
No, you guys.
They literally are.
Men go out and protect and provide food for the family. Women go out.
And it is the case that there were many types of societies in which women would also do the same, and that the people who took care of the children were older.
What society?
The elders took care of the children, and the men and the women went to go scavenge for food or to go hunt for food.
Well, what society? Because then those men are pussies.
What are you talking about? Right? This was well documented. I can send you stuff that relates to this. Where would you like me to send you this?
Fell apart. Because men keep.
No,
society
this is actually very common. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you so much. Like the elderly would take care of the children, and like the men and women would go out and get food, take care of like this stuff, like to support the family, to protect and provide.
Yes.
Oh, did you say a slur, by the way?
No, I'm at college. And there's a bunch of people like outside.
Yeah. What did they say?
They said a bad word.
What word did they say?
I don't know.
Chat, what did they say? I didn't hear any. I didn't hear it. Bruh, are you serious, bro? And you're not gonna call them out for it?
Well, because they are. They are.
Oh, okay. They're black.
Right. So that means they're allowed to.
Yeah. Reclamation is okay. So like, okay. So do you want to continue with your argument?
Yes, because where were we? Is this the longest you ever let someone debate with you for?
No, I've been on debates for multiple hours.
Yeah, but with like billions of different people. Like I actually fought like a long time with you. We were here for a while.
Do you want to give an argument?
What was it?
Do you want to give an argument?
Where were we? Where were we?
All right, we're just gonna go on to the next person, everyone.
No.
Only send a guest request if you disagree. We're just looking for some debates, everyone. This guy is like, what? Oh my god. My brain. Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 1 million likes, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 22 years old.
For sure. Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
No, I'm gay.
For sure. I'm just looking for people who disagree, but I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you disagree. We're just looking for some debates, everyone. You already know the deal. Only send a guest request if you do disagree, everyone. All right, for some reason, it's not accepting this person. We're going to try the next one again. Only send a guest request if you disagree, y'all. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
No, I think it's pretty wrong.
Why so?
Because I mean, can two dudes create a kid?
Is it wrong for me to engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile?
What do you mean?
Is it wrong for me to engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile?
Like a female that's pregnant?
Do you know what infertile means?
No, I don't.
It means they don't have the capacity to produce children.
Okay, no, it's not wrong
to
because it's
reproduce.
still a female. It's not your gender.
But it doesn't lead to reproduction.
Okay, but that's not what I'm trying to say. That's still a female. There's females that can't have kids.
So it's
of
about
course.
a man engaging in
Not
intercourse
every
with a
female.
woman.
If you were to go outside right now and you were to ask a female, could they have
By the
kids?
way, what's your birth year?
My birth year? 2002.
And you said you're 20?
Yes.
What month?
What month? It's in February.
Okay. You fucked up the date, dude. You fucked up the time. 2002, that's literally, you'd be 21. I'm 21, I'm from 2002. April, dude. Get some better math, bro. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, I'm 22.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah.
Why so?
I touched with you this last night. I think we were talking about the embryos. This was at like 6:30 last night. Anyway, because of the Bible.
Okay, so how do you know that the Bible is accurate in describing to us what's right and wrong?
Because there's been stuff that's proven correct in the Bible, like evidence, like giants. There's been giant clothes and swords and stuff found in mountains in Egypt and stuff like that.
Giant swords found in Egypt?
Okay, that's about it. But I'm just saying the Bible's not like it's not fiction. Like
Are you trolling?
No,
You sound
no,
like you're
no, no,
trolling.
no, 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 no. Like you brought up like Captain Underpants and stuff. Like that's fiction, but the Bible is nonfiction.
Well, what if I said the Bible is fiction? How do you know the Bible is nonfiction?
Because over 2 billion people follow it.
Okay, 2 billion people, like over a billion people follow Islam. Do you believe it's fiction?
Yeah.
No.
No, but because
a billion people follow Hinduism. Do you believe it's fiction? Oh.
Yes, but being gay is wrong.
Okay, so why?
Because
yeah, you're definitely trolling.
No, bro. Because God created us as.
We're gonna go to the next person, everyone. Only send a guest request if you actually disagree. We're just looking for some debates, everyone. Just looking for some debates. He's definitely trolling. There's no way. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 25.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yes, it is being wrong.
Why so?
Oh God, Parker. I've been watching you for a long time. I don't know. It's, a lot of people do it, right? It's fine. But being gay is just wrong, point blank, period. God doesn't make any mistakes. Doesn't matter what religion you are.
Wait, so if God doesn't make any mistakes, why did God put the prostate in the male asshole that produces sexual pleasure when stimulated?
Right. That's a level of understanding we're not gonna get to, right? Me and you were only human. We're not gonna get to that level of understanding. What we need to understand is simple stuff like God created a male and a female, right? Them two to produce. He doesn't make any mistake beside that, right? So us as human coming to this world trying to mix things doesn't make any sense. We complicate a lot of things. It's simple, male and a female. Male and a female.
Yeah, is it wrong for me to engage in intercourse with a woman who's infertile?
No, it's not wrong.
So it's not about whether or not it leads to reproduction. Appreciate that, Mustache. Thank you so much. It's just grounded in the Bible, right? What particularly, how do you know the Bible is, is accurate in describing to us as right and wrong?
So I'm not talking regarding the Bible perspective. I am Muslim, right?
Oh, sorry, the Quran, my bad.
Yes, the Quran. God mentions it everywhere. Man and woman, right? Have you ever seen a gay dog? Right? Have you ever seen a gay?
Yes, there are gay dogs. There are hundreds of different species that are gay and exhibit gay intercourse.
Right,
For example, bonobos, 97% similar to human beings, genetically speaking, are known for being lesbian. 10% of rams will not engage in intercourse with the opposite sex. Right? There are penguins that produce homosexual relationships and that adopt members of their own species. So they have relationships that are gay, and they literally have adopted children. So it obviously exists in nature.
You're trying to prove something that's not. Listen, if you bring a guy and a guy right now, right? A guy and a guy, can they get pregnant?
Neither can a man with an infertile woman.
No, but listen. Naturally, can they reproduce?
Neither can a man and a woman who's infertile.
Right, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about majority here. We're talking.
But again, we already went over the fact that it's not about reproduction. We already went over the fact that it's solely based upon your religion.
It's that too, right? It's both of them adding up.
That's the main reason. You don't care about the reproduction part.
I do care about the reproduction. I do care about the religion. It's both of them, right?
So you care about the reproduction because of the religion.
Are you gay?
No.
why are you defending this so much? That's something it's
Because
wrong.
it's not wrong to be gay. People who are gay face unjust discrimination, right? They should be able to like argue against these because that builds up critical thinking within society. This is real impacts on people and how they're discriminated and hated in society, and that should not happen because this is a rational prejudice.
It's not hated, right? Like, especially for me, I don't hate them, right?
This generates hate. You understand? Thinking it's wrong is like the very basis, and thinking about these different stereotypes is the very basis for treating them in that way.
It's just like saying killing is wrong, right? But there's people who kill, right? Now,
how is being gay being anything similar to killing someone?
I'm just giving you an analogy. Sorry, like I'm not going against them, right? It's a sin, right? Everybody sin in this world, right? It's a sin. It's no.
Yeah, but like can you justify to me that your religion is accurate in describing what is right and what's wrong?
It's accurate because God gave us common sense, and male and a female supposed to go together. They reproduce together. Male and a male can't be together because they can't reproduce together.
How do you know that your particular God exists in order to imply here to us that we ought to believe this?
I'm not coming here to prove my God exists, right? I'm a believer. I believe in what he says in his book.
Yeah, but if the basis for why you say it's wrong is based upon your particular God existing, and you can't justify your God existing, then you can't justify why being gay is wrong.
Parker, stop trying to make this as okay. That's the
Then
problem.
give me an argument. Give me an argument.
See, that's the thing in Western side. Like,
we ask for arguments, we'll provide it.
All right, but y'all trying to make this, and especially in the Western, so okay. This is not okay. Like,
give an argument then.
Like,
why should gay people be treated differently than straight people? Tell me why.
Because they're wrong.
Well, what about it's wrong?
I guess it comes back to reproduction and religion.
Right? Okay, so it's not reproduction. If it just relates to religion, well, then I believe your religion is literally wrong. Right? I believe there are contradictions entailed by your religion.
You can't say that, though. You can't say my religion. You can't.
Yes, your belief entails contradictions. Right? Like, do you want to go through them?
Oh man. I don't know. I just cannot argue with you, but it's wrong.
Why can't you argue with me?
Point blank period is wrong, Parker.
Why can't you argue with me? Is it because you feel like you have no justification? Is it because we lack reasons why it's wrong? Is it because we went on a platform in front of 5,000 people and we can't justify our position? I don't know. Did they just like lag out, chat? Is it because we have no argument? Is it because we don't have basis for our position? Tap that screen, everyone. Let's try to get to 1 million likes. I think he ran off, chat. I think he ran off. Yep, he just did. That's unfortunate. We're going to go to the next person. Thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, if you like my content, everyone, follow me if you haven't already. We're going to go into the next person. Only send a gas request if you disagree. If you think that being gay is wrong or immoral, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello? All right, next person. Only send a gas request if you disagree, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. You already know the deal. Keep tapping that screen. Not the blue line flag. Yeah, that's why I accepted them, to be honest. Not going to lie. I saw it and I was like, yep, we're going to accept this person. Yeah, thank you for the paper crane. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, only send a guest request if you disagree. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Again, only send a guest request if you do disagree, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17. You got to be 18 plus to join the live. TikTok rules, not mine. 18 plus, everyone. TikTok rules, not mine. Okay, for some reason it's not accepting this person. We're going to try the next. Keep tapping that screen. Keep sharing the live, everyone. It should help get it out to more people. You already know the deal, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
44.
For sure. Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yes.
Why so? Thank you for the corky. I appreciate it.
I have nothing against it, by the way. Honestly. Everybody has the right to do themselves. But what I have an issue with is it being pushed to people in ways that it shouldn't be, starting with young children. And and my personal experience is people that I know that are offended if you don't agree with their lifestyle. I don't think that you have to agree with their lifestyle as long as you respect them. And I think that that's an issue with a lot of people they have an issue with us not agreeing. And it's a controversy because you shouldn't need everybody's approval to be or not to be gay. You should be happy where you are and where you stand as a person. And that is the biggest issue that I have. I don't, is it wrong? I think it's wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right.